Voidfish.
Go right ahead.
Mhm. When last we left you all, you spent a significant portion of time beating back the Prophet of Water. You spent a large amount of time hovering on the carpet high above the water in order to avoid whatever dangers lurked below, hoping to be sort of a glass cannon from far away. However, something was addling the minds of those who had already been affected traveling throughout this area. Between both Tuck, Dr. Connors, and Isn't, your newest compatriot, something was dominating their minds and causing them to move against the rest of you. Part of that betrayal of sorts, part of that control rather, was to move the carpet into a dangerous territory where some hidden creatures of water, including an ancient being known as an aboleth, began to make attacks against you. The bulk of the party spent the bulk of their time trying to fight against the aboleth and his Chul minions, as well as a number of crocodiles that was aiding the Prophet of Water. While this was going on, Kent fired a number of spells from his balloon. Will floated away using a potion of flying, and Tegan spent a vast majority of time almost going toe-to-toe solo between a water elemental summoned from the plane and the Prophet of Water himself, standing for a good long while. While at the same time you managed to beat off the aboleth, it looked like Tegan was on his last ropes and was perhaps about to be killed. But before he managed to kick the bucket, through a burst of fate, inspiration, luck, call it what you will, Will seemed to concede rather to the Prophet of Water's demands, dropping a heat metal spell he had kept upon the Trident, which was the magical weapon that the Prophet of Water held, only to create an impenetrable shield around both Tegan and the Trident, saving Tegan at the last minute. Tegan got a burst of energy coming back and cast a Mass Cure Wounds upon the bulk of the party, giving them renewed energy to finish the fight against the Prophet of Water. Isn't and Ka have both been affected by a tentacle disease caused by the aboleth, causing them to have to remain moisturized, otherwise their skin would begin to burn away. Isn't slept more or less feet first in the water, while Dr. Cotter snapped his snake's neck and just resummoned him because magic. During the course of this rest, a figure, an old man in red robes and a wizard's cap, came by and introduced himself as the old sage, or as Elminster. He warned Kent of his staff, and Kent had a fanboy moment, and then began to show Elminster the book, your master's book that you carried with you. Elminster seemed to dispel some sort of curse or some sort of binding magic that was holding it in place and give it back to you. You opened up the book and felt yourself transported, at least your sense of self transported beyond what you could conceive, seeing before you the very multiverse itself, worlds that you've only ever heard of in whispers and rumors, creatures that you've never read of before, let alone seen. And in the darkness, an unknown voice whispers aloud, "What would you like to know?"
I would like to know everything about this staff. I would like to know how to destroy it if possible, how to dominate it, or how to become its sole uh, benefactor of said staff.
As you ask the question aloud, floating there in the midst of you don't know what, a voice echoes out amongst just around you. It's the voice of Elminster who repeats, "The weapon is bound to its creator." The image flashes, and before you see Obark standing before the burnt tree, the burnt Gulthias tree deep within the Sunless Citadel itself, which you had handed burning. He takes a branch from it and he begins to mold and shape the staff. The scene fades, and again Elminster's voice echoes, "The staff is bound to its creator." You see the image fade before you now, where you are along in the forest, and a gaseous form guides you to the bush where you first found the staff, and an echoed voice, Obark's echoed voice, saying, "Take it." The scene fades again, and you see yourself standing before Obark, where he warns you that the staff was created as from a fragment of a servant of Merkul. The scene fades again. You hear the voice echo. The staff is bound to its creator. The scene fades in, and you see the staff growing in power. You see Obark's lessons teaching you how to wield the power, how to bind souls to your purpose, how to create undead using the power of the staff. You see yourself draining the souls, and you see the staff, as it is formed now, beginning to drip around you. You see the scene fade, and the last echoed voice louder than before, the staff is bound to its creator. You see yourself standing before Obark, and he is gripping his side. You see blood beginning to spill out from his gut, and he collapses on the floor. And you see the staff. He is holding the staff, and it just disintegrates in his hand. And the scene fades to black, and you hear once more echoed in the darkness, the staff is bound to its creator. And you find yourself, the book closed, standing before your compatriots in the midst of this watery node.
Okay. Well, okay, so I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. What is that?
What is what?
It's just me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm like, Chili, what are you doing to me?
Over the course of the last 5 seconds, Dr. Connors has drawn a mud beard on you.
Okay. Elminster's already booked.
As soon as you close the book and you look around, Elminster's nowhere to be seen.
All right. Gentlemen, I would beg your help in possibly destroying a great force of evil, even though he has somewhat helped us out along this path. And the next time we run into my former teacher Obark, I may need your help in trying to destroy him.
Has he broken any laws?
You're neutral.
Lawful neutral.
Yes, all the laws of man and nature.
I have no reason not to trust you. I will help. I'll kind of step in, as my guy's only been here for like maybe an hour at most. I guess we just long rested, so more than that. But he doesn't really know anything about what's going on, so he's gonna kind of question you about why you guys are even here in the first place, what's all going on.
Did we not explain that part yet?
Not to my character.
No, but I thought Pant had done a good job of that last time when he was basically keeping your shit away from you.
He told me why you guys were in this temple in particular, but didn't tell me about your full adventure or where you got the staff and like that. So I'm kind of out of the loop.
Okay, I'm going to roleplay this in not old speak and just say basically, from what we can gather, 4 different cults have come together to what appears to be try to end this world. Your people were right when they sent you up to the surface to try to clear out the old keeps or temples of surface dwellers, but I don't think they were right for the right reasons. If you had been on the surface yet, which I don't think you have, or have you now?
This is the first time up.
Well, and you're not even on the surface yet. You're still underground.
Correct.
Things have been happening on the surface world, strange things. Temperatures and natural nature has been bent out of whack, and the further we progress here, the more that we've been able to try to put right what's been wrong. And so far, we've destroyed 3 of these cults more or less, and we need to strike a blow at the last one. These elemental cults are we're not sure exactly what they're after, but we know that it certainly isn't good, and whatever isn't good for the surface probably won't be good for subterranean dwellers either down the road.
Well, then, if you'll allow me, I will gladly come about as a companion, be my first view of the upper world, and I will be doing a service for all creatures below as well.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
I guess I believe him.
You don't know. It's
Well,
hard to read.
I believe him. Well, we look forward to having any additional help that can be presented to us.
It's the least I can do for allowing me to live through whatever happened, me stabbing your friend.
I'm sure he's still a little cross with you, but, you know, fences can always be mended.
You do anything while they say that, Crow?
I just roll my eyes and turn away.
Well, it looks like we have defeated the greatest part of evil in this cave, but perhaps there's more to explore. Shall we be on our way? As I roll out the carpet.
I don't think we should leave one portion of this place untouched.
Sure. Let's there's a waterfall to our right we can go up, or we can go all the way up and around and go down the other waterfall we skipped earlier. You know what? I'll decide. Everyone climb on.
I will sit with your snake. I have taken a liking to it.
We're gonna go this way.
All right.
Into the Tarrasque lair.
Trying to make it fun. I'm not trying to just kill it, you know.
That's why you give us 2 Tarrasques.
Look, I didn't say that Tarrasque was awake.
Oh shit! Have we already been in here?
No.
Oh. What is? Can I see what that is? What am I looking at here?
Yeah, so flying up, you see there's a crude stone hut. You actually haven't been in there. I shouldn't reveal that yet, but whatever. But you see a crude stone hut perched atop a stony island in the midst of this pool. There are water that is drizzling from the cavern ceiling, and as you look around, you see the blood-soaked puddles of what looked like 2 individuals in plate armor.
Can you get us in for a
Okay.
closer look?
Yeah, let's go in.
Excuse me, leather armor, not plate.
Caution abounds.
So obviously we don't know what's inside this hut, so I'm gonna take a real close approach and a real silent approach and carefully push the door open with a dagger ready.
Fucking nobody knocks. You gotta knock on the
That's only worked
As
for us
you-
once.
door.
As you push the door open, you hear the thud of the body inside. That sounds like it was kind of leaning against the door.
I'm just gonna completely push the door open then and see what's all inside.
It's pretty simple. You see inside there are 2 hammocks that look like they've been made from fishing nets. There's also a set of weapons, clothing, and miscellaneous belongings that's kind of hanging on the sides of the room here.
Any sigils or anything to determine where they might have came from? Any crests on their armor or anything?
The only thing that you would recognize is they look very similar to the individuals that you were fighting down here already, or that you had fought before with your other Drow compatriots.
So is he wearing any sort of cultist markings? I guess would be my question too, but I think
As
you already
from-
know.
they look like they might have been water cultists.
You know,
I guess Can I like ransack the room and see if I can find anything of usefulness?
Just looking around the room, the bulk of what you can find are some simple short swords. There's a couple of lances, and otherwise some simple belongings, maybe a couple days' rations. Otherwise, nothing of significant note.
All
I'll
right,
snag the rations, so you can never be too careful.
let's get back on board. No need to waste time here.
You know, out of all the cults, out of all the cults that we've fought, it certainly does seem like the water cult certainly didn't have a problem sacrificing any of its members. I mean,
Right?
we had the air cult that was.
Well, I
had
think
the-
that's what all the way up here at the top. The water cult was definitely sacrificing them.
right.
sure.
But when we fought the air cult, we had those gentlemen that were chained to the
Oh,
big
yeah.
pillars. But so far, the earth cult did not seem to do the same thing.
Hmm.
It strikes me that they have quite different ideologies in between them. All right, let me hop on the damn carpet. And I grabbed Garen, but he's all the way down at the bottom. And I can't grab another player. Well, I can, but I wouldn't want to grab that.
Let's
You
move
find
on.
the carpet up there? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So this curves back around to the north for what it's worth. But as you peer inside here,
Oh shit!
you see there's actually a frosty mist that covers this cave, giving it some light obscurity. There are icicles and water crystals that glitter along the edges of this cavern, including the ceiling and the walls, and a very brittle crust of ice surrounding a central aisle, upon which you see a pale-skinned, bare-chested man wearing an eye patch. He is surrounded by 7 cackling, prancing, imp-like creatures that look like they're made of ice. As you get a better look inside this room and peer up, you see, spread like eagles upside down, are 5 humans that are frozen solid to the surface. Their skin turned black from frostbite. Some of them are upside down. Most of them are upside down. A couple of them are missing fingers, hands, and feet. And as you peer around this room, these imp-like creatures are kind of hopping along, cackling. And in the center of this room, you see this one-eyed individual just looking up and kind of laughing. At the moment, they're not really paying attention to you.
Judging by his cackling laughter, does it strike us that he's controlling these, or that they're tormenting him?
Make an insight check.
He's laughing as well, it sounds like.
Well, I
Yes.
know,
Oh,
but he could be mad with, like.
no, that's fair.
You think he's just fucking cuckoo.
Do
My
I
kind of crazy.
do I think that those creatures may be controlled by him, or that's too high on the DC?
From what you can tell, it seems to suggest that you don't know if he's controlling them per se, but at the very least, he seems to be working alongside them.
Ooh. Well, gentlemen, this could be a higher-ranking water cult member. Do we leave him be, or?
Sure, we can leave. We can fly away.
If you guys are here to get these
Oh,
cult
actually,
members down,
yeah. Oh no, there's like 5 people here. Are they alive? You said they're ice.
They don't look alive to you.
Oh,
They look like they've been frozen solid to their ceiling. Their skin
Oh.
is completely black. Some of them are missing hands, fingers, feet.
it's kind of fucked up.
can I determine what these creatures flying around him are?
Make a Arcana check. You don't know.
Can I determine what these creatures are?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
These are ice mephits. They are imp-like creatures from the elemental planes. This one specifically from the elemental plane of water. They like to trick folks. They like to freeze folks. They like to just cause mischief and mayhem.
Do I get the idea that they're probably not too fond of fire?
With that check, I'm going to say, yeah, they're not very fond of fire whatsoever.
I'll, here, I just got kicked out of the app. Hold on.
Yeah, it's letting you back in now.
It's loading real slow. I'll pull out the trident and hold it above my head.
Oh, Jesus.
Said, "Hello there."
The cackling immediately stops. You see the one-eyed creature turn back in your direction. He goes, "Hey! You! You!
Me! Me!
Who are you again?
I am your master now.
Eh?
Eh? Me,
Okay.
master of you.
Make a persuasion check."
Okay. Oh. Persuasion.
He goes, "Hey, you got that from the prophet? Yes, yes. Where? How?"
I bested him, and he gave it to me before leaving these lands forever. He realized I was superior.
He makes
What
that
are you
noise
doing
every
to
time he
these
says,
people?
"Eh?
The people in the ice? The ice people?
Eh?
Up there.
Oh! They're dead."
How did you do that?
No. Them, my little friends. And the Mephit said in the corner cackle.
Did you tell me they're Mephits?
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
have relayed
okay.
that information to you.
Mephits, as your new master, you must leave. Go back from whence you came. You are here banished from this realm.
They look at you with kind of a stink eye. But since you have the trident, go ahead and make another persuasion check. They kind of fold their arms and they look at you real curiously. Oh, they don't seem to like you very much.
Yeah, I guess they don't. But they can come back when I summon them, which will be soon. I'll be needing them, but they must leave for now.
They make that noise.
Kentaris casts Fireball in the center of the chamber.
Sure.
All right.
Do it.
20-foot
Let's
radius,
see it.
right? Hold on. 20 foot. You can just drag that, right? I thought we can just drag them.
Should be able to.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Drag and drop.
That's what I meant to. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah!
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
$33. 16. All right. So the 1, 2, 3, the 4 ice-like creatures, as they're hit by that fireball, just melt. As for the guy in the center,
It's obvious these creatures were torturing those people.
he takes the full brunt of the damage. And as that explosion goes off, you watch as the remaining Mephits kind of hug the backside of the wall, and the guy in the center goes, "What'd you do that for?"
For the people you murdered.
"I didn't touch them! They're gross and icky!"
I think this man needs some psychiatric help. We should take him to a doctor.
No doctors. No. Too many pointy things.
I guess he has to die then. I don't know.
Well,
Are we rolling
well,
initiative, or what are we doing?
It depends on you.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we could try to get information out of this guy. He might know locations
Wait a
of other
minute.
people.
Wait a minute. You are a doctor.
I am, but not that sort of doctor. Wait, yes, I am. I'm a doctor, but not a psychiatric doctor.
I didn't get my medical license revoked for nothing. Cracks knuckles.
Yeah.
While you're discussing this, you hear, and he appears right on top of the carpet. He goes, "Can you please stop talking about this? It's making me nervous."
Oh, awesome! You joined us on the carpet. Let's go.
The carpet begins to sink because it's not built for this many people.
Oh man. What to
Quick
do?
decision: do we kick him off, or do we try to use him for information?
Yeah, we can try to use them for information. It's whatever.
Well, if I haven't threatened him enough already, certainly feel free to ask him whatever you wish.
Go ahead. Oh, seeker of knowledge.
Who's all here in this cave with us? Is there anyone else we should be worried about?
Not
the answer I'm
spending
looking
my time here.
Where have you been then?
Oh, right there in that chair.
I want
You haven't left that room?
Nope,
What brought you here?
I don't remember.
Does
Who are you?
out of character. I want somebody to sit in that chair.
okay. Do I see any valuables on this person?
You see. You don't see any valuables. As you look at him as he's teleported on here, you can't help but feel kind of cold.
Oh, and he teleported. That seems valuable.
Well, he misty stepped.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. I don't know. I think he needs to go.
Are
I
you?
don't want to get blood on the carpet.
Hold on. Are,
If you're quite done poking me with fire, I could just go back to my chair.
Okay, you can go back to your chair. That's fine.
He appears back in his chair and he sits down.
that's 2 level 2 slots he used, gentlemen. No,
Wait,
yeah.
no, come back here.
I'll use poison spray.
Really?
Yeah. Really, really.
I just thought the methods were going to attack him, and I thought he killed those people. I don't think.
So you shoot out your poison spray in his direction, and because it's only got a radius of 10 feet, it goes sinking right down on top of
What?
the ice.
I just read it. It was like 30. It's 10. I'm an idiot. I clicked the animal friendship and read 30, and I was like, that's perfect. All right, I'm an idiot.
I mean,
Okay, good work. And that's what I can do!
He looks over in your direction and he says, "Hey, geez, I'm not that disgusting. I know it's ugly, but please. You're making me embarrassed."
All right, do we just want to leave? What do we want to do here?
Well, he's
This guy doesn't seem to be hurting
mad.
me.
if you're here to take out cultists, though, should we really let him live?
Oh, that's
I
fair.
don't know these
Are you a
cultists.
cultist?
What?
Are you a cultist?
What?
What?
Goodbye. He looks back up to the ceiling. And he's just like, "I love this channel."
Hey, Kelly. The bodies are. You said are they frozen to the floor or frozen to the ceiling?
Ceiling.
Ceiling. Can we
think
fly the
they're
carpet up
frozen.
and see if there's anything on those bodies?
Any savable people? Make sure they're dead.
They all look pretty dead. If you fly around, he'll cry out, "Get in the way! You're blocking the view!" But flying around, they all look pretty dead, and if there's anything of value on them, it is behind a good chunk of ice.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just kill these last little imps and leave this guy.
Can I?
Right.
I'm okay. Stupid question. Can I ascertain possibly what he is watching?
The ceiling, as far as you can tell,
Anything
He's
I can
crazy.
see about the ceiling?
just a bunch of frozen bodies.
Can you bring the carpet over to him really quick?
Yeah,
Sure.
we'll get right up next to him. Here we go.
Uh,
Hello, man.
I'm gonna hop down and sit next to him and just start looking up.
Just looking up, he's looking up at these bodies. He seems like he's having a jolly old time, and says that there's just water kind of slowly dripping off some of the ice that forms up these frozen, emasculated bodies. He's just sitting happily in his chair, looking up and clapping along.
I don't know what to do with Crazy.
I don't. Does anyone have any abilities you could jar their memory with? Maybe he actually is crazy.
Maybe Pant?
Tell him a good
We'll
joke.
If Will tries to communicate a good joke, he's too busy sitting in the chair, laughing and clapping along. And he just kind of leans over. Shh, quiet, quiet. You're spoiling the best part. While this is going on, the Mephits, by the way, are sneaking underneath of you and are trying to leave.
I'm gonna let him go.
You live. I'm gonna leave this guy. Fuck him. We don't need to.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's go.
I'm on the carpet.
All right.
All right.
Let's leave the poor bastard. I'm trying to keep up with you.
I don't know where I'm going, so
I'm aware.
I keep putting my guy in the black, just hoping that. Oh, you went too far, and then I'll know. Be ready.
You move into another large pool, broken only by an island that is bristling with stalagmites. There is actually, you do see, well, that gate's actually underwater, but some of the slime is dissipated enough to where you can see there's an underwater gate that seems to be blocking some sort of underwater tunnel. But as you're floating along, you see there is floating face down in the water near the island is what looks like a corpse.
All right, let's land.
Also sitting on the island is what looks like a drum.
A drum.
Ooh.
I'm gonna stay on the carpet.
I'll turn to the elf and I'll say, "Play me the song of your people."
I'm actually going to grab the drum and I'm actually going to inspect it, see if there's anything notable about it.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check. Parts of the drum look like or at least the stand that makes up the drum, look like they've been made out of gnawed human bone.
Yeah, I'm not touching that thing.
I'm going to ask our musician, what do you make of this? And I know
he says,
yeah. Master of
he says, "Man, it's not very well made, I can tell you that."
So I'm gonna take a guess here. Is the drum head made out of skin?
No, it looks like leather.
It's an actual drum stand is just made out of bones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up and just give it a real light thump.
You hear a light echo throughout the cavern.
All right, I'm jumping into the water. I'm gonna see what this. Is this gate open? Is it openable?
No. In fact, diving in, you can see the entire tunnel is blocked by this gate that has 4 iron chains that all lend in manacles anchored to the iron bars. It is locked tight.
All right, so either I'll relay that information. Either they're trying to keep something in or trying to keep us out, and I can't tell which. But I think we need to go in there.
Locked doors full of many secrets.
Before we do that, I'm gonna cast Wand of Secrets on the door.
Ooh, good call.
You don't detect any hidden secrets or anything of the sort.
Okay.
Just a locked door.
How many charges is that thing?
I have 3.
Before we go much further and investigate this door at length, Kent is going, as we're preparing to do so, Kent is going to cast Rari's Telepathic Bond. I assume it will go off in 10 minutes and before we really get too engaged.
I'll ask the bard if he knows any cadences about unlocking doors. You could play on a drum.
He says, "Do you want me to play Little Diddley on the drum?"
Best shot right now. You might as well.
All right. He pulls out and begins to drum a Little Diddley on the drum. And it echoes throughout the cavern. As the drum echoes, you hear it's soft and it's coming under the water, but you hear.
It coughs.
It's someone pretending to be a ghost.
I'll draw my weapons and walk away from the shore. I will get closer into the inland.
I didn't see anything while I was in the water, so it's whatever. Did we think whatever made it came from the door?
You see something bubbling coming up in that direction.
No, okay.
Just bubbles right now.
I'll look under the water. Is it on the other side of the door? I'm guessing.
You see, clawing and gnashing on the other side of the door are what looks like a number of ghouls.
Ooh, hello. I'll relay that information. There is a number of ghouls on the other side of that door.
Do we have anything that can cut iron chains?
Can you, hey, Nimble Fingers McRogue Pants, can you go pick that lock?
I could try. It's underwater. It's gonna be a bitch.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Keep playing, Will.
Dum dum dum.
Dum, 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 dum. There is more force, it sounds like, being applied against the door.
This is just Shaun of the Dead.
Keep playing.
He keeps playing. Again, now it's beaten into a frenzy, and this drum beat has begun to echo all across the caverns. You can hear the chains sound like they're being beat up against, but it seems like whatever's on the other side of that door is staying on the other side of that door.
Stop playing for a minute.
Dum, dum, dum.
Are they still chilling there? I'm gonna peek ahead into the water. Are they still chilling there?
They're trying to claw their way through. It seems like whatever you're playing on the drum, it's them trying to get out of this chamber and into the room that you're in over wherever that drum is.
Go give him a stab.
Wait,
Go give him a stab.
Through the chains. Have you ever seen Walking Dead?
wait. I'm going to say, guys, wait right here a second, and I'm going to grab the drum from Will. I'm going to take the carpet and I'm going to fly back down here real fast. And I'm going to approach this guy and just kind of put my fingers along the drum like this, like right next to him, and kind of wiggle it. And I'm going to be like, you have any idea what this drum might be for?
Why do you keep bothering me? Damn it.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll fly back.
Oh man. Okay. Do we want to go in there? I bet we
Well,
need to.
I don't think
If
we
I
can.
open that door, it's gonna be hell.
Okay. Well, go give her a try,
I guess
and I'll
Are
be
there any-
here.
you should come into the water with me. I'm not gonna die here.
Well, I have a bow.
So does he.
Oh, that's fair. All right, I'll come in the water with you. Come on. You can do
I
a
guess-
little drow guy.
Are there any discernible locks in this thing?
Yeah, there's the thing has this gate is locked by these iron chains that are wrapped around some of the bars that make up this gate. They all end in manacles that are anchored onto the bars. They look super crazy sturdy.
But do they
The
look like
bars
a...
look sturdy,
Yeah,
but do the locks look sturdy?
Oh yeah. If they weren't, there's no doubt that these guys would be trying to bust their way out.
Sorry. Do they look pickable?
Oh yeah. But if you tried to pick them now, these guys are gonna claw at you.
Oh, well.
let's...
Don't know if it seems worth it, or I could just shoot my bow at them while they can't move.
You're underwater.
Oh, I've done worse. Yeah, I'll try her.
Perhaps it's not worth going.
You shoot the bow and you watch as the arrow gets about 5 feet in front of you and just begins to float up.
Have you ever shot in a bow underwater? It goes way farther than 5 feet.
Not at that attack range, it doesn't.
Perhaps we should just leave these alone
Yeah.
as well.
Well, is there any way we can echo a noise from the other side from where they're currently at?
Yeah, you go figure that out, caveman. No,
Well, because if you can't, like, you don't have anything that you could, I can't remember the name of the spell. You can make a noise. 120 feet away?
Transpositation.
Yeah.
Our bard has it, I think.
Don't you have a whistle?
I have a whistle in my hand. We want it on the other side of the bars.
Right, but doesn't it do something with undead?
Yeah, I can summon an undead once every 7 days, and it's been
Oh,
3.
I didn't know that was the length of time
Yeah.
that worked for.
Yeah.
Did you want his undead friend to communicate with him?
Me, Carl, you be good.
Well, could we get the bard to possibly try to put a noise on the back end of the wall on the other side of his gate? See if they'll
Draw
turn
them
around
away
and
from
follow
us?
it. Yes.
Will says he doesn't have minor illusion or prestidigitation. Actually, he does have
He
prestidigitation.
does, yeah. I've heard him talk about it before.
Actually, it's minor illusion too.
Yeah, he
I
does.
think he does. Yeah, you're right. Son of a bitch. This goes to show how much I know a character that I'm not playing. So he'll sink into the water. He'll create the sound of, a drum being played on the other side, and he'll report back as he sinks back up that the creatures down there all immediately turn and head back into the chamber that they came from. It looked like.
Now's your
Now
chance,
I'll-
rogue.
Okay, I'll go down them one at a time. Here we go.
What does he need to roll?
Make a thieves' tools check.
Oh, yeah, that's a
It's a D20 plus my proficiency.
To be fair, you couldn't be any worse than the last rogue we had picking lots.
D12 plus, I think, Dex plus proficiency. You should have.
Yep. And I'm
on your
double
character
proficient, so
You should have it on your far left of your character sheet, Mount.
far left.
Yeah,
Under
far
tools.
left and bottom.
Oh, there we go. I didn't know you could click on those to roll those. Cool.
Yep.
You unlock the door. You unlock the gate. You can move through now if you wish.
It's underwater, so we have to get. How about we lure them back out and fight them here on the land rather than underwater?
Out of curiosity, Malik, are you getting rid of the bars on your character token?
I just pulled my token out and deleted the old.
Killy wants those bars so he can track health because I don't know, that's what he likes to do. He also tracks
Oh.
your. He uses
I
it to track
couldn't see any of your guys', so I just thought I was alone. I was like,
No. You can't. We can't see yours. We can only see ours.
that
But
makes
Killy
more
can
sense.
see all of them,
It just allows me to track where everybody's health is at.
and
everything.
it lets him see your AC as well. I think he puts AC on all of them.
Yep, that too.
I just deleted it.
Well, I thought it was just mine. I'm like, I don't really want this here.
No.
Best part is at the start of this video you were explaining the recap. You can
And
see
then it
me in
was
the
gone.
background. Where's my character to leave the old one?
All right, let's head in. Oh shit.
Well, I Kent looks at the rest of the party that's still on the land and kind of says, "Wouldn't it have been wiser to just play the drum and draw them out?"
Oh yeah. You said that. I agreed with you, and then I dove in. I don't know why I did that. Okay.
You're right. We should do that. Face first in the water.
That's a great
Hey.
idea. I'll put
Tell
this.
you one's gonna start shaking his head.
So you're gonna start playing the drum again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before they do that, though, I'm going to try and sit off to the side and I'm going to hide out here in the water.
Perfect.
Okay. Make just a general stealth check for me, please. All right. You believe you're successfully hidden, but as you play the drum, you see, fishing their way out are a lot of very undead-looking individuals who begin to immediately do what they can to swarm the closest creature that they see,
Perfect. Let's roll
and
for
everybody will need to roll for initiative. Alrighty. The bulk of the bad guys are up first, and they're all going to slice into Ka. And they're all just going to claw into him. There's total one. It's only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them who are able to reach him at the time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 20 will hit, and the 17 will hit, and the 18 will hit. So 3 hits.
17 doesn't hit. My AC is 17. So the 18 and 20 will hit.
Attack wins on ties.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
So 8 and 7 is 15, and the 20 is 9. So you take 24 points of damage, and I need Ka to make 3 con saves. Alright, he's paralyzed for a minute.
Kent suggests well, in Kent's mind, he says we should probably draw them back onto the land a little. Fighting them in
The other two are going to move forward, and they're going to claw against Will. So Will take 1 hit for 5 points. And he'll have to make a con save, I think. He's not technically an elf. He's half-elf. Will is paralyzed for a minute. Tuck, you're up. Welcome to the game, by the way, pal.
Yeah, no problem. Been here for a while, just been quiet.
I know. I'm just
going to
gonna
hit the guy I can reach.
Alrighty. Alright. Both attacks will land. It looks like he's on the ropes. The last one doesn't. You take out the first of these creatures.
Yeah.
It just explodes into sort of a black gooey mess.
Yeah. I'm done for now.
Alrighty. Will is paralyzed and can't do anything. Kent, you're up.
He can make the roll at the end of his turn.
You're correct. Alright, he's no longer paralyzed.
Okay. How many of them can I see? Or the majority of them are underwater, I assume.
No, they're all above the water at this point.
Oh.
Ka's kind of floating above top, so their heads are already poking out.
Oh! If that's the case... Kent is going to cast Burning Hands. And he should be able to... Hold on, just want to see how many people I can, call it. Pockets relative safe space. Choose number +1 plus the spell's level. Okay, so, well. Well then, Kent's not going to do that. He's just going to cast Firebolt at the closest one.
Okay.
Which would be that one.
Alright, 14 does hit. The firebolt goes off. It burns off a significant portion of his flesh, and he looks back at you with sort of a charred, burnt flesh smell now pervading this chamber, going, Isn't. You're up.
I'll walk up to this guy. I'll give him the stabs.
Okay.
Main hand.
Alright. The first strike with the main hand is enough. He's already pretty badly burnt that he goes down.
Okay. And then, well, then I won't do my bonus action, and I will use my bonus action to instead disengage.
Well, you're not really engaged with anything.
You're
You
not
killed the one
engaged
guy
with
you were
anything.
engaged
Yeah,
with.
but I might as well get it out of there. I can't do anything else with it.
Okay.
Dash to engage or... fuck it. I'll hide. I'll just hide again. Right
All
there.
Make another stealth check. Alright. You think you slip into the shadows well enough that they can't see you.
I don't like that you say you think.
Alright. You see behind the midst of these ghoulish-like creatures, there is one particularly big, nasty, smelly-looking guy, and he is going to claw into Ka as well. which will hit. And that's his turn. Dr. Connors, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna use barrage.
Alrighty.
It should hit all of them in the water, and if it doesn't, I'll just move until it does.
I'm more curious about who else it's going to hit.
Just the snake, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right. So the snake will automatically fail the dex save and take the full 22 points because he's paralyzed. The ghouls. I'm looking at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them succeeds, the other 3 fail. Is it half damage on a success? Yes. Alright. So for those who did not succeed, they get pelted with these arrows, and you watch as their bodies just kind of float helplessly on top of the water. As for the bigger looking dude in the back, as soon as I can find him. He fails as well and takes the full damage. He's still standing, though. Hey, Pant.
Hello.
Alright. Ka is paralyzed, so he'll have to make a
Yeah.
con save at the end of this turn.
Yep.
Still paralyzed. Tegan, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to target our friend right here. Oh wow, that's fast now. What the heck?
Yeah, some improvements have
and-
been made.
And I'm going to hit him with Primal Savagery.
Okay. You, with your weapon still sheathed, the top tips of your fingernails extend into claws, and you slice into him. He reels back, and he looks back at you with an angry sort of stare, and his attention has been turned in your direction. Alright. Of the 2 remaining, the one you just hit is going to turn around and attack you, Tegan. He's actually going to bite into you. Or try anyway, but you easily manage to dodge out of the way. The other one against the snake is going to claw onto him again. Again, hitting him.
Are you rolling
Tuck,
for the
you're up.
ghouls or the guest?
Oh shit, I'm sorry. So those last 2 rolls are invalidated. I should not have rolled those. Let's try this again.
I
A
was
bite
gonna say-
attack
I
against
was going to
Tegan.
say, I didn't want him to get hit by the guest.
Nope, that wasn't right either. The bite attack against Tegan. The attack with the claws against the snake. There we go. Alright, so the claw will miss and he doesn't take the attack. Alright, Tuck, you're up.
Pardon.
Bless you.
I guess I'm gonna get in the water here, and I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me.
Alright.
If I can find my fucking, there it is.
Alright. 26 will land. From that first blow, you take him out.
Oh, then the second one, I'm going to go here and hit the guy to the right.
Alright. As soon as you get within his range, I'm going to need you to make a con save. Actually, I take that back. Never mind.
Okay.
'Cause you're immune to poison, so. Alright. Yeah, you whack him real hard. He looks kind of dazed, but he's still on his feet. With that final punch, you watch as this white, nasty-looking creature's body just kind of falls back into the water.
And I'm going to hit the other guy with a. Oh, sorry. Yes, no. Stunning strike.
Okay.
Con save.
Alright.
Where's stunning strike? Yeah.
Didn't mean to do that with advantage. Looking at the 6, he fails. He's stunned.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'm gonna move back over here because I can.
Well, to get you up to speed, they came across some mad guy sitting on a chair over in the other room, as well as a couple of lights methods, which again fireballed. Kind of left him alone. Moved into this chamber, found this locked underwater door. Your rogue friend unlocked it. You found it. He had a drum. You played the drum, and a bunch of these guys came soaring out from underwater to attack you. There's only one left, and he's looking pretty badly injured. And you're muted in Discord.
Sorry, anyone on our side injured?
The snake.
The snake.
Okay. Will is going to throw out a healing word on the snake.
All right.
Oh, and just to catch you up, real fast. Next time we see Obark, I've asked you all to help me fight him.
Okay. Was there a reasoning for that?
Too long didn't read version. He really is evil and certainly not helping me out in any way.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, so 6 points on the snake. I will just take a step back from that corpse and end my turn.
Okay. Kent.
Firebolt at the last White Hawk, and I will fire that with advantage because he is stunned.
Yep.
Oh.
You hit. You watch as the flesh begins to burn off this creature, and he just kind of gurgles and falls back into the water. You're out of combat.
Okay.
We would like to go see what's on the other side of that gate first.
If I could ask, what was the deal over here with this guy on the rock?
You can go talk to him if you wish.
He's crazy
When you
and
were-
laughs and looks at the ceiling.
When you were over there, the entirety of that chamber had a soft sort of mist of frost. There were these ice mephits which Kent fireballed most of them. The rest of them kind of ran out of completely scared. It hit him. He seems to the rest of you like he's completely mad. He's sitting in a chair staring at the ceiling. On the ceiling there are at least 5 humans that are just frozen solid to it. Some of them are missing arms, some of them are missing legs. Their bodies are black with frostbite.
Thank you.
I mean, you go talk to him. You might get further than we did.
Well, I mean, I don't want to impede our progress. If we're on a mission here to go through this door, let's do it. It's fine.
Door's open.
Yep.
Let's go inside.
After you.
All right. Can
On
you?
the bottom of the water here, there are scattered humanoid bones. Barnacles cling to the cave walls, and you see plenty of splintered bones that crowd the cave's ledges and islands. There is a smell of decay, as well as a smell of brine.
Can we search
Okay.
this room?
Yeah, let's give it a good looking over. With
You
our
spend
eyes.
the better part of 10 to 15 minutes searching it over. It smells of decay and gnarly brine and bone.
Let's think about our actions and get the fuck out of here.
I would
Alright,
I would like to investigate the rune, the P13 on the wall. No, I'm only kidding.
El Pius Thirteenus. My God.
No, I'm only kidding, Joey. I was fucking around. Alright, nothing in there except for undead that were locked in there for what reason we have no idea.
Cool.
Alright,
Where does our adventure take us from here?
Search the bodies.
Yeah, let's look at these VODs.
do we want to go look at the shipwrecks?
You find nothing of value on the bodies.
There's still that pit all the way over there with those fish in the bottom.
Pass. That's a
Yeah, I'm
hard
not going in
pass.
that pit.
We can throw your snake in.
No, that'd be rude.
So have we explored pretty much this whole level?
The only place we have not checked out, but we know that they're there. We know the area with the shipwrecks. We just don't know anything there.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
kind of just passed by it.
can check it out. Can't hurt to search the ships. Might be some valuable stuff there.
Sure.
I'd say we go back down and come up from the water sphere. You guys good with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Whatever.
All right, so we'll be coming up from here, I guess.
As we get on the carpet, I'm just gonna. As we're traveling, I'm looking for at the ceiling for any vampires.
You find no vampires.
Okay, I'm just saying, man. One of these days, you'll thank me. You'll be like, "Damn, he found the vampire, and there he is." And then,
No, the one day is going to be when you forget to ask.
No, I won't.
I was actually
Okay,
thinking
you
that.
Ever
you
vigilant.
you float your way back down to the main center area, and then float back up across the waterfall to this area, and you see sitting in front of you as you kind of pass by it before. There's actually falling from the top of the ceiling is what actually feels like very heavy rain. There's just water that seems to be like dripping from the ceiling of this cavern to imitate the feel of heavy rain, and the walls and the ceiling in here create this sensation of almost like a big storm, with how much water is kind of pouring in, and even the waterfalls don't really do a whole lot to drown out the noise of a lot of water just kind of dripping in like a heavy storm, and it gets kind of uncomfortable for those of you with your armor on.
Quick question. Um, Obviously, we're in an underground area.
Mhm.
Do I have any idea of how these ships came to be here? Do I see a hole in the roof? Do I think they may
There's
have been magically transported? I mean,
There's no hole in the roof that you can see aside. Well, I will say this: there are what looks like a few, almost hundreds of thousands of small holes in the roof that seem to be where the water, kind of cracks are kind of pouring out of. There's nothing that's just kind of peering around that would give you any sort of sense as to what would cause these ships, which would normally be found, in an ocean or in a dock somewhere, to have been dragged underground down here. That's weird.
that's why I asked.
Well, you think that's weird.
Let's-
You don't know if they
let's-
have been teleported here or what the story is.
Let's go check them out. Can we land on this boat over here?
Sure. As you make your way, are the rest of you making your way to that boat?
Well, we're all on the carpet. Yeah.
All right. As you kind of make your way down, you do see there are names on some of the boats, wrecked though they are. One of them is... Does it give the names here, actually? Anyway, one of them looks like a merchant galley. Another one looks kind of like a pirate vessel. But as you drive in to this central ship and land on top of it, the rain begins to pour pretty heavily.
It actually increases when we get closer.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And as you land on the ship and you're kind of peering around to get a sense, you hear something moving in the water. And you see one large serpent head rise out of the water, looking down at you. And then you see another large serpent head rising out of the water. And then another.
Do they look
Is
like
one-
friendly
and then another.
serpent heads?
Is one red, one green, one blue?
No, but they do look like they are kind of surrounding the ships. And they look at you with hungry eyes.
Oh boy.
And I need
That doesn't answer if they're friendly.
roll initiative.
Rub his nose in it. You do this?
Missing some initiatives here.
Hang on. I wanted to select my character before I did it.
Alrighty. I think I got everybody. Kent, you're up.
Before I actually attack, do I have any idea what the hell I think this creature could be?
Make a nature check.
Wait, I might still have advantage on. Yes, I do. Hold on.
There is a legend and a myth surrounding ancient culture, especially those of the sailor persuasion. And Tucky recognizes this creature instantly. This is a hydra.
Hydra.
And a particularly powerful looking one at that.
Had to ask.
Okay. So Kent's going to do two things. Kent's going to Misty Step 30 feet away and get on the land.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, hold on. I meant to measure, not what you call it. About to there. And then, assuming Kent can still see a portion of it, or one of its heads.
So it has a range of 10 feet. If you're running away, he's going to get an opportunity attack against you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So, all right.
Well, I didn't really run away now, did I?
You take 6 points of piercing damage as he bites your backside.
He got me while I was
did
in
you
the
move?
middle of Misty Stepping?
Yeah, Misty
Oh.
Step doesn't give advantage.
You didn't like
Or-
Misty Step. I missed that
Oh.
part. Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't link it. I did say Misty Stepping over here.
Okay. I sorry, I didn't catch that.
Okay. And, as I can't cast an actual spell, I can cast a cantrip, correct?
Yes.
I will be casting Firebolt at it.
Okay. It hits.
And then I'm just going to try to cower down, and hopefully it doesn't come and eat me.
Alrighty. Dr. Connor, you're up.
Oh, cool. I will put Hunter's Mark on it
Alrighty.
and shoot it with my bow using a charge.
Alrighty.
Bow of the Wild.
Ooh.
Okay.
Woo!
Go ahead and roll for 2 charges.
1's a 6, and let me roll the 1d6 again. A 5.
Alright. So what are those?
There you go.
Alrighty. So, because it's a crit, I don't know if we've done this before, the damage is going to be doubled. I'll just double whatever's there. So, it's going to be 14 and 12.
Pretty badass bow.
And he is auto-frightened.
Auto frightened.
But he gets to make a save at the end of the turn.
Snake's gonna bite him with
All right.
not advantage, but yeah.
Alright. We'll count to 23. The 23 will hit.
Before I forget, here's an extra 5 damage.
There you go.
Huh.
So, again, because it's a crit, the dice damages. The die is doubled. So,
Oh, right, because I hit him
if
twice.
you want to roll another d6.
There you go. Damn, nailed it.
Alright.
Damn.
So, he has to make a con save, which he succeeds, and takes half damage on the poison. So, alright. You wail into this creature, and as you do, you watch as one of the heads actually looks like it just falls off and collapses in the water.
Nice.
Like from the head to neck, or from like where the neck.
Where he
torso?
fired his arrow, the arrow kind of split into 2 creatures. They impacted right into the neck, and it looks like the neck just kind of got broken off from the body, and it just kind of collapses into the water. There are now
Pretty badass.
3 heads. Excuse me. There are now 4 heads floating above water.
So
Isn't
this thing's
your
only
turn.
partially above, right?
There are 4 heads above water. Its body is below water.
Okay. On that note, then I'm going to shadow step above it, and above one of the heads, and I'm going to try and bring my daggers down into its eyes.
You just
Alright,
said
make a
shadow
D10.
step.
Or yeah, sorry. step.
Habits are hard to break. Roll a
Same
d10 for me.
goddamn
Then.
thing. No, oops. What am I doing wrong here? / roll 1d10.
Roll space 1d10.
That's fine.
All right, you can teleport off to one of the heads and slice down on top of it with your daggers if you wish.
Okay, I'm going to come down on top of it. Main hand. Offhand.
All right, the main hand, it's kind of shifts out of the way to dodge the first strike onto its eyes. The second one, it doesn't see coming, and you do manage to catch it and slice not directly into the eye, but a good chunk around, leaving a nice little mark.
Okay, and I'm just gonna keep my dagger lodged into it and try to keep on for dear life.
Okay, Tegan, you're up.
So I suspect my character knows nothing about this creature or anything about him, right?
Well, we're all linked by the telepathic bond, so if I knew what it was, I would have relayed that information to you.
You know it's a Hydra.
He did
Okay.
say you knew specifically exactly what it was, so.
Right, but do I know anything about a Hydra? That's the thing. Tell me what it is and knowing something about it.
Make either a nature check or a history check.
Or ask the question.
Come
Because
on.
apparently I know all about it.
Killy's going to make him roll this.
Yeah, especially since he knows it's int, and he knows I have disadvantage on all ints.
There it goes.
That's a big, scary creature, that is.
Okay, well, that's fine. So I am going to hit him with Primal Savagery then.
Okay.
Sorry, it's 1d10 acid damage. That's pretty cool. How long does
Alrighty,
that
so
last?
21 does hit.
Sorry, Kill.
1d10 acid damage. Huh. Alright, so it's a cantrip he has, I think. Anyway, you slice in with your claws, and you dig deep into the flesh of this creature. You watch as he rears back.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there. What the heck?
Okay. On its turn, you watch as two of the heads make their way towards Isn't, including the one he's standing on, and will attempt to bite you.
The one I'm standing
What?
on is trying to lean back at me.
It's basically going to try to leap up in the air and try to catch you in its teeth. As it
Gotcha.
does so, you land more or less right on top of its nose, and then the other one comes in from behind and it takes out a big chunk into you. So you do take 8 points of piercing damage from the second one.
Uncanny dodge. I get halved.
As for
And,
the other two, go ahead.
Oh, he's not done yet. Go ahead.
The other two heads are going to lean down. One's going to try to bite into Tegan. The other one's going to try to bite into Tuck. Against Tuck?
Nope.
Really? What's your
19.
DC? Son of a bitch. Alright. Against Tegan, you take 12 points. And I'll just subtract it for you there. Okay. Finally, you watch as rising from the water are two more serpent heads, for a total of 6.
So I'm technically in the water beside yes. Now
You're on its nose.
Technically, you're on the nose of one of the
I'm
heads.
on the nose. Okay, never mind then.
Duck, you're up.
Gonna hit something.
It would be helpful in Kent's mind. He goes, it would be helpful to know how to defeat this thing.
I will relay all the information I know about Hydras.
You know that where one head falls, two more rise in its place, as was clearly seen right there and then. You also know that so long as you keep damaging it hard enough, it will eventually go down. You also know not to fight it in the water.
And we can't see his body still.
You can't see the body. It's underwater. You also know if all of the heads die, the Hydra dies.
How many heads does it take to get to the center of a hydropop?
I'm just gonna hit the closest head for now.
Okay. You whack hard against that first head. It takes a real smack of damage. You think you hear a little bit of pop. You hit it again with the staff. Again, another really hard pop. And as you follow through with the fist, you actually punch hard enough that one of the heads kind of just snaps and falls back into the water. For a total of 5 heads now above water.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Hang on.
All right. You follow through in the next nearby head, and you bludgeon it hard, but it rears back and it looks at you angrily.
So, if I try and push it back, will it push the head back or the whole body?
It would push the head back, not the whole body. You strong, but you ain't that strong.
I'm gonna draw on the head. I'm gonna try and knock it prone.
Okay. Sure.
Dex save.
Dex save.
Hang on. Yes.
All right. The
that's
head
a big
falls.
fail.
The head falls forward and right on top of the ship between you, Dr. Connors, and Will. And
Right.
bits of splinter go flying everywhere.
Drown, bitch.
Ka is up next.
Ka's gonna leap from the boat onto the Hydra, and then use a massive DM persuasion to try and convince you to let him attack each head individually.
Roll up.
How many heads are up? 4?
5.
5.
All right.
Wow, 2 10s. Fuck me.
The 15. Nope. Yes, the 15, the 17, and the 26 will all land. But as your snake kind of does a whole really, really interesting thing where he swirls around, bites one, then kind of leaps around, bites the other one, then swishes around between two of them that are real close, bites the other one, and it's this really interesting, beautiful thing to see.
That's a good snake.
Yes, like snakes mating.
Snakes on a plane. Or snakes on a magic carpet, I guess.
Anaconda
One
2,
fail,
the blood organ.
2, 3. Oh, you know what? I gotta... No, never mind. All right. So he takes 2 failures and takes the 6 and the 5 for another 11 points of poison damage. So you watch as between biting all of the heads, the snake bites one of the heads so hard that it just kind of bites clear through the leather that makes up the neck, and you watch as another head falls into the water. There are 4 heads currently up.
Cool. He's done.
Okay, let me just double check my damage here. That's 20, 30, 41, 51, 52, 53. Actually, I take that back. You watch as 2 of the heads fall back into the water. There are 3 up. Will, you're up.
Can I move off the carpet to the shore?
Right now, you're on the ship.
I'm on the ship.
Mhm.
All right, so swimming that far, I guess, would be my action if I wanted to do that. Is that fair to say?
Let's see. What's your total movement? 30?
Yeah.
That'd be 5. That'd be 10 feet because you'd be swimming. Another 10 feet is 25. You can get as far as there.
But that would use up my action.
That would use up your move speed.
That would use up my movement. All right, so I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And
He's going to take an attack of opportunity against you as you flee.
Oh, because I'm in melee. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Never mind.
Crit fail.
I know. I thought. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry. All right.
He
So
bites into the
all
wood.
right. No. Let's.
I would move.
You already moved.
I already moved. Okay, I'm good.
I would move. Take the hit or the not hit.
No,
You got a crit fail. He bites into the wood as you flee back.
And let's see if I can flip that script on him. I'm going. Will plucks a discordant note and whistles it at the same time and sends that musical energy right at the Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what I'm casting.
All right. So it fails just barely. So it takes 16 points of damage, and
Everybody gets an
CB.
opportunity attack.
Well, technically, the snake and Isn't are on him.
Oh,
So
okay. So Tegan and Tuck get opportunity attacks. That was the whole idea. That spell is to create opportunity attacks for my party. So that's cool, right?
5, 10. That's about as far as he can go because he's kind of blocked in by the boats. But with Isn't and Tegan on him, Tuck gets an opportunity attack. Dr. Connors is not within melee range, and Tegan is still within melee range. All right.
Yeah.
You whack one of the heads pretty hard as he begins flying back.
Fair enough.
All right. You watch as another head collapses into the water. As Tuck gets one good punch in, there are now 2 heads above water. Kent, you're up at the top of the round.
You said 2 heads are above water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one with the snake on it and one with me on it.
It killed 2 heads before it
Its turn starts.
Yep.
Alright, let me just double check what I was reading, because I don't know exactly how to do this. Alright, I can't do that because it won't take effect until after that fact. Okay, so we will go with the firebolt again.
Okay.
Nope.
Into the water.
Damn it.
Dr. Connors?
I'm going to use my bow, but not a charge.
Okay.
Change the damage. Okay.
All right.
I didn't put any damage on it. So
You should be...
Yeah, I didn't check the mark. There you go. I did 12 damage.
Okay.
Plus
All right. You're...
Hunter's mark.
All right. Your arrow pierces into the side of the one that has Ka wrapped around it, nimbly dodging where he is.
Is it dead? Is it still alive?
The head's still up.
Okay. Ka will bite it then.
Okay. It's 13. He has to make a con save, which he does. He'll take half damage. All right. Now you do watch as Ka kind of bites into this head, that the head begins to collapse and fall back into the water, and Ka falls into the water with him. There is now 1 head currently above water.
Can he have some sort of check to like jump onto the? Oh, I guess the back's underwater, isn't it?
The back is underwater.
I understand. Okay.
Yep. Isn't. You're standing on the nose of the last head above water.
Putting a dagger into it.
All right. You stab hard into its nose. It rears back and roars.
Plus sneak attack.
All right. You put the dagger into it, and you kind of use it as a means of sliding down the neck of this creature. And as you slide down, you just hear a ripping noise as you tear into his flesh, and you kind of ride the neck all the way down, jumping off at the last second to land nimbly on top of the boat again. And you watch as the last head collapses into the water.
I thought you were a blonde elf.
No.
Oh, well done.
You killed all the heads.
That still only counts as 1.
With style, too.
Get over here. Okay. Let's search the area then, I guess.
Okay. So there are 2 merchant vessels that are actually here, as well as smaller wrecked ships. One of them looks like, actually not a merchant vessel. One of them looks like a merchant vessel. One of them looks like a pirate ship. So
Gold.
what's that?
Gold.
Yeah. Yeah, search them both.
Okay. You can search one at a time. So where's that 17 going? The pirate ship or the merchant vessel?
Which one's which?
Just tell me which one you want to search first.
Sure, merchant.
Okay.
I'll
As you
do the other one, I guess.
Okay. All right. So Tuck, as you are searching around the merchant vessel, the remains of the merchant vessel, you go below deck into what you know would be the captain's quarters. And in the captain's quarters, you see there is a chest. Inside the chest, there is a beautifully crafted scimitar, some sort of weird jug with a lot of plugs in it, and underneath that, 1,200 gold, a diamond worth at least 5,000 gold,
Aha.
and 2 small rubies worth 1,000 gold a pop.
Nice.
Here there be treasure.
Rubies
Treasure.
worth how much each?
1,000.
1,000 a pop.
A jug with plugs, you said?
A jug with a bunch of weird plugs in it, yeah.
What do you mean by plugs?
I mean, it has a bunch of stoppers that are plugged into these spouts that are all around the jug.
One's a USB adapter, one's an HDMI slot.
And the scimitar you said was beautifully crafted.
Yes.
Okay. I will ask the gentleman to hand me over the items that are in question. And at the same time, I'm also going to hand the ring of spell storing that I've been wearing through most of this campaign to Will, and say to him, I have no use of this anymore.
So noted. I will add it to the ledger and put it in the bag.
And
and did you have to attune to that?
you do.
Interesting.
And I'm going to identify those items if they seem magical. Do they seem magical, Killy?
There's a tint of magic to the scimitar. There's a serious tint of magic to the jug.
I would like to attempt to identify both of them.
Okay, I'll add this later, but the scimitar is a +1 scimitar, and while you are attuned to it, you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Okay.
And then the jug is one of these.
Oh, wow.
What does that do?
Dr. Connor's over there jizzing in his pants.
That's awesome.
That's
All
super
the mayonnaise I want.
cool. 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
All the beer you want.
Oh my god.
Tuck.
2 gallons of mayonnaise.
I'm not sure I can give this one up.
You know how much mayonnaise that is in a month?
Can you imagine how much beer that is?
I would kindly like to ask for the scimitar.
Dude, you can get beer at any inn or tavern in the world.
Or
Yeah,
Where
maybe.
in D&D do they sell mayonnaise? You tell me that.
But you have to pay for it.
That's going to be rarer than, like...
We could start a business.
Yeah, selling only.
Mayonnaise must be
selling
worth its
only
weight
mayonnaise.
in gold. No one even knows what mayonnaise is in the medieval world.
Not until now.
Yes, they do.
Oh, we're going to clean up on chicken sandwiches. Chick-fil Will.
So,
Chick-fil Will.
Chick-will-A. Chick-will-A.
Tuck
Okay,
takes the jug
I will
and
say, for the person investigating the pirate vessel, you do see on board that is a skeleton wearing a suit of very fine scale mail armor that has shell motifs on it.
Scale mail. Shell motif. Let's might as well do that one too.
Yeah.
Do I?
And actually, you know what? Hang on.
Mhm.
The swashbucklers. So I told you wrong on the scimitar because I prepared something better. I just forgot that I did. That's the scimitar.
I would kindly like to ask for that scimitar again, if possible.
I will agree that I think our new friend who's agreed to help us should
Because then I can hit things as long as I have advantage on it and always get sneak attacks. I don't need allies near it at that point.
Okay.
You can only use it once and per long
But I can use it for boss fights, and I
Yeah.
don't need to wait for you guys then.
No, I just.
Kelly, these identifiers are 100 gold each, correct?
No,
Uh,
they're not.
no.
100 gold to buy the items once to identify, and then they don't get used up. They're not used every time.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're not
okay.
consumed. They're not consumed unless the spell specifically says it's consumed.
So can we identify that armor, the shell motif scale mail?
Yes, that is. Where
Yeah,
is it?
folks who can wear that.
That is that.
Okay.
Meh.
You know. Oh no, never mind, Kill. Okay.
Anyone making a claim for any of these?
I think Tuck made a claim for the alchemy jug.
And
Alright,
the
Tuck,
rogue
what-
took the blade.
Finders keepers.
Tuck, which of your 3 attuned items are you going to drop?
Alchemy jug is an attuned item.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just going to add that in.
Oh, yeah, we can just make whatever the hell we want with it anytime.
Mayonnaise.
On the way next time we're going to a town, I will start mayonnaise before we head out. We'll have an entire fucking jug by the time we get
Love
Start
it.
mayo before we
there.
get
Sex
there.
games for good. We're
All
good.
right. And I'm sorry. Who got the scimitar?
Rogue.
I believe the rogue.
Isn't.
Isn't what?
Isn't getting a scimitar? I'm just kidding.
My heart isn't shattered.
Isn't gets Mariner's Revenge.
You have a spreadsheet over there?
Yeah, I
Yes.
have a ledger. Yeah.
He's our
I keep
Treasurer.
treasurer.
I keep track of who's attuned to what, all the items we have in our bag of holding, all the treasure that we've received. I divvy up the shares, make sure all the gems get sold.
Cool.
I accumulate all the non-magical treasure like armor, weapons, crockpots, stuff like that. Make sure that gets sold. That's like my job when I go to town, is selling all the shit. But I embrace it. You know, it's fun. It's what I spreadsheet a lot at work, so it's just easy. All right, so the Mariner's armor. Anyone? Scale mail?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Okay. All right, I think we're good. I took note of the valuables. Just a quick note on treasure. We are at 13,332. Player equity is 2666 right now.
The number of the beast. Sorry.
Yes. That includes the payout we just made back in October.
That was the
I mean,
pirate ship that we searched, or both ships?
We searched both.
Both
Both,
ships.
Okay.
both ships.
All right. So I'm
That's
gonna,
what you found between all of them.
I'm gonna ask you to fly the carpet back over here so I can hop on the carpet.
I am glad we checked these ships out.
Yeah, let's all jump back on that carpet, yo.
That was definitely worthwhile. All right, so now what?
Now we need to go find the fire node.
Disco Inferno, right? Hey, what was this little box room over here with the dead guy in it?
Where
All the
are
way
you at?
over here on the right.
Nothing.
Okay.
There, people were already dead there, and we searched it, and there was nothing, so we left.
It's over here.
Good question. Let's go check it out.
I
What are you doing
know.
over here?
I'm on the carpet, but I'm not
All right.
controlling it.
Where are you going?
Down here.
Alrighty. Peering down this direction.
It's the Hydra's mother.
No, but you do see the current on the water beneath you gets very, very strong as it pours into this area, and it leads down into a whirlpool in the center of this cavern, spiraling into a vortex down, down, down to you don't know where.
Fun.
Well,
I toss a penny in for good luck.
Bloop.
I gather we head back the other way.
Yeah, let's check this other side.
Another whirlpool.
We have no idea where these whirlpools go. I'm not going to jump in and find out, by the way. I'm just curious.
I mean, does anyone have a familiar or anything we could send in?
It's likely the source of the ships.
No.
I don't think that's how whirlpools work.
By the way, the rain, the water dripping from the ceiling is still imitating heavy rain.
Do I get the sense that that's a spell?
No,
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
it's either something in the design of this particular cavern and how it relates to the rest of the rest of this chamber, or it is some innate magic simply for where it is in relation to the node of water. So where you go ahead.
Can you send your snake in?
No.
Okay.
My snake.
Well, let's head on back to the, well, not surface, but let's head out of the node and attempt to see if we can find the last of these cultists. What do you guys
I agree.
say?
I'll ride wherever you take me.
All right. So, Killy, I believe these were the stairs down?
Yeah, you're just basically heading back up into the central chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll save your time. I'll save you some time. Just moving without worrying about moving tokens because everything else here is cleared. But the entrance into the fire chamber is here. There is this disc that could fit a total of 4 of you, and it floats either up or down.
I hate to ask, but couldn't we just kind of... Does it float on its own, like an elevator boss?
Sure.
Can
We could have people on it and then others on the carpet.
Yeah,
Couldn't we just use the carpet altogether?
There's no point to get off.
well, here's the thing, guys. We've been to the Temple of Air, and we've been to the Temple of Water, and we've been to the Temple of Earth. All of these
Okay.
things do not destroy fabric. I would be very wary of burning a magic carpet.
Okay, that's fair.
If any of you are getting on this disc, can only fit 4 of you and the stake at best.
I'll pick up the snake and walk on.
Fuck you, Will. I'll wait till the second ride comes back.
Will go on the first trip.
Okay, well, your snake is still coming with me. I'm petting it on the way down.
Okay, so Will, the snake, Dr. Connors isn't, and who else? If anyone.
I would suggest Tuck, and then I'll follow along.
Tuck, you getting on this thing?
Sure.
All right. So Tegan and Kent, are you guys just kind of sitting back up here and waiting for the second ride?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do? Is wait?
Yeah. Well, I'm not jumping down the hole. So yeah.
I wasn't going to suggest that. I had another idea.
Okay.
He was going to turn into an eagle and let you fly on his back like fucking Frodo.
Yep, exactly.
We've done that before.
I know.
Fly.
Why? That's why I know he'll let us do it.
All right.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I suggest we pack up the carpet, and in case shit gets bad, and then yeah, sure, I'll do that.
All right.
Well, do we take the elevator up or down?
Down.
Okay.
Doesn't go
You're
up.
on down?
We
Yeah.
said it goes up or down.
It goes up or down. You can go up or down.
Oh, wait. There is a level higher than this
Yep.
that it goes to.
It goes either straight up or straight down.
Up.
You're either
first?
going to floor 1 or the
So-
basement.
Up first.
I'd rather go up first.
Yeah.
It
Let's
makes
go.
no difference to me. I don't
Sounds good to me.
Let's go up first.
Okay. In that case, this is
Unless up is the heart of the volcano.
18. It's hotter going down lower.
I figured.
This is here, and I'm hoping that you guys are not seeing anything yet.
Black screen.
Black screen.
Nothing.
Okay, good. So we're going to be using the advanced fog of war feature as well as the dynamic lighting here, so I don't have to keep trying to reveal shit. And they just optimize this, so if the map acts laggy or you're having trouble, let me know. You shouldn't, but if you do, let me know. And I have to find out where you are. Here you are. Boom. Now you should see shit.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. As you rise to the top, Tegan, you're in your giant eagle form with Kent on your back.
Mhm.
There, and
Oh, that's
there.
kind of neat.
2 back there. Okay.
Just gonna make Kelly lazy.
You're gonna have to, Tegan. You're gonna have to, for the time being, use your token to move around. It's instead of the eagle, because the eagle itself doesn't have inherent sight. But as you
Okay.
rise up to the top here, I'm already lazy. You just didn't know it. This is. You see, at the end of this passage is a wooden platforms, and at the end of this area, across from the drawbridge that meets up into the central area, you see there is a number of creatures working at what appears to be some sort of magma forge that descends down into the darkness. Some of these creatures look like their very hair is on fire. And overseeing them all with his back and not really paying attention to you is what looks like a big, almost demonic-looking creature.
Can I discern what type of creature it is?
Make an Arcana check. This creature is known as an Afridi. It's actually, despite his appearance, it's not a demon. It's actually an elemental along the class of genie.
Oh, god damn it.
I will.
Oh, here we go
Well,
again.
we're still linked, so I will keep that information around you guys. If you guys want, I can try to sneak up and see what else is in that room.
Telepathically, I say, can we not try to have the genie grant you wishes again? Same with
Yeah,
Dr.
I don't
Connors.
know.
Yeah. See if you can see what's up there.
Okay, I guess
You
I'll
also
try
know, for your benefit, this isn't a genie that grants wishes. This is a genie that acts as a frontal force for elemental forces and has a penchant for attacking on sight.
Well, can I try to stealth up to, like, here?
Make a stealth check. You manage to sneak your way forward, jumping across the chasm.
What's the button to let yourself go? There we go. I want to go in the center. What else do I see in here?
What do you see on your? Let's see. You see what you see. You see the other guards. You see these creatures with fire over their heads. Some of them are kind of beginning to work the forge, and you're hiding in the shadow that this large creature creates.
Can I tell what any of these things in here are?
Some of them look just like humans that are dressed in plate garb. The creatures with fire over their heads, go ahead and make another Arcana check. Okay. These creatures are natives of the Plane of Fire. They're known as Azers. They are made out of bronze and are created to serve usually some greater master.
I'll just telepathically throw that back to you guys and ask what the situation, or what type of situation you want to make up here.
And then you don't really recognize the big lizardly-looking creature, but it's made out of fire, it looks like.
Sulfurous. I thought you were dead. I guess Calamity?
That's not the right command. What is it? Shifty? Whoops.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry, go ahead. There was a command I could use to blow up a token. I don't remember what it was.
I was gonna say, I mean, we have to venture forth. I suggest a distraction or something, so we can all get to where we need to be.
I don't really know what I could do to cause a distraction. I guess I could. Like, how bright is it up here? Obviously, there's a lot of lava.
Pretty damn bright.
Okay. Sorry about that. I
The
could
lava gives away plenty of light for you to really get a good look around here.
try to put a darkness up on whatever the hell that giant snake thing is, and see if we can't pick something else out.
Sure.
Only other thing I really have is fairy fire and dancing lights.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
that.
Kelly.
There it is.
You made that very big.
Yep, that's what that looks like. That's what the snake creature looks like.
I'm kind of afraid of this thing in front of me too.
That's the Afriti.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall we storm the castle?
You want to just
Well,
if you want a distraction, Will says distractions are my specialty.
Well, I have a question real quick, Killy. How do you do surprises? Surprise attacks?
You, for you in particular, you successfully stealth forward. The way a surprise round works is on round 0, anybody who's surprised does not get to act or
Okay,
react.
that's making sure. That's how you're supposed to do it, but I know some people don't do it like that, so.
By the book.
Okay, well, if you guys want to give this a shot, I'm more than willing to.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Well then, I guess we can start with surprise. See how this
All right.
goes.
Roll initiative.
And this is the one time we all rolled terribly too.
All right. Alrighty. So, Ka gets the first round of the initiative.
Can he get across this thing here?
You'll have to make an athletics check. Well, I take it back. What's his speed? What's it? No, I take that back. What's his total strength score?
10,
Okay, he'd have to make an athletics check.
which is dex.
Strength.
Uh,
Athletics is strength.
oh, you're
Acrobatics
right.
is dex.
All right. So strength check.
Okay, he can jump across.
All right. Here we go.
If he didn't, he'd start falling very, very fast.
There you go.
All right. The snake sneaks forward and bites into the leg of this creature.
Is this creature a fiend by any chance?
Based on what isn't told you, no, it's not a fiend. It's an elemental.
Okay.
All right. But you bite into his leg, startling him, and he creates kind of a cry of help, and that begins to alert everybody else. But you guys still have surprise in the round, so con save. All right, he succeeds and resists the bulk of the poison. All right, Kent.
Is tagging close enough that I can actually step off onto the ledge here?
Yes, if you wanted to.
Okay, I would like to do that. And then, what I would like to do... Let me just see here real fast. So I would like to move to here. And I would like to cast Agalup's Freezing Sphere.
All right.
Now, Agalup's Freezing Sphere would appear in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I can throw it 40 feet. It doesn't say I have to make an attack roll to do it. But I would like to throw it 40 feet, or rather, say there.
Okay.
And I would like to spare all of my friends the freezing nature of the said sphere, and hit pretty much everything else that I can with it.
All right. You throw out this big freezing sphere, and all the rest of these creatures need to make a con save. You'll need to link the spell so you can determine the damage.
I will do so. And as that is what you call it.
There's no water that gets frozen, but
No water.
all right. Con save.
Hey, is there any reason I can't see what's on these 3 pillars?
Because your character isn't in there yet.
No. It is. My
Oh.
character's definitely in there far enough. I just can't see any of. He hasn't blacked out on purpose, or maybe on accident.
When I look at your screen as to what you can see, you're only able to see very narrow windows.
Look
So I
at-
don't know
look
what
at-
you're
look at my
looking
snake.
at.
Look at my snake.
Oh, your snake. The reason you can't see those is because those are pillars.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, so the 3D fails. He takes the full 45 points of freezing damage. As for everything else in that room, how many of these guys are there? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's your DC?
It's either 15 or 16. Give me a second, I'll tell you. 16.
16. Okay, they all fail. All right, which means they all die.
Dang.
Wow. Good shit. Nice job.
The big lizardy-looking creature actually has vulnerability to cold damage,
Really?
so he takes 90 points and dies instantly. You did just enough damage so you could kill him in one shot. As for the boys in blue, or red as the case may be,
I don't even see them, so
you don't see them, but it does hit them. And this fella here.
he'll tie. He won't.
All right. So the big fellow in the back that you can see will take the full 45 points. He's still standing. As for the 2 that you can't see, for what it's worth, one of them is still standing, and the other one isn't.
Hey,
This
isn't
is right
yes.
here beside me.
All right, Kurt, you're up.
Cool. I also want to get off this elevator. What do I do?
What's your strength score, total score?
12.
You'd have to make an acrobatics check.
He's like, damn it.
Okay, that's fine. Acrobatics. Here we go. Wait,
You start falling.
question. Didn't you make me do an athletics check before?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Go ahead and make an athletics check. You're
Ooh.
absolutely
Okay,
right.
sorry.
My apologies.
I,
If you roll
Okay.
a 1.
I was just checking. Is that what's? Did I beat
You get
the
it to the very ledge. Now you'll need to make an athletics check.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. You barely manage.
Woo! Close call. I'm gonna shoot this guy here
Okay.
with
Slow motion.
advantage. Bow.
Okay. It does connect.
Cool.
The arrow sinks into the back as he begins to turn and face where this barrage is coming from.
Jesus Christ.
He'll
Guys,
need
at
to
least
make a
let me
con
fucking
save,
hit
friends.
something.
Good grief. All right. He resists against the poison, but it doesn't mean he doesn't take a shit ton of it all the same. He's looking kind of bloody. Tuck,
I'm gonna jump off this circle thing you do.
monk shit.
Monk shit. Acrobatics? Sorry?
Monk shit. You get across.
Oh, monk shit, I get across. Look at that.
You have like a strength of like 20.
No, he has a dexterity of 22, but
Yeah.
he has monk shit that allows him to jump extra far. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We have a Dex 20.
I'm gonna go right. This fucking fog of war shit's awesome, by the way. So I want to hit him.
alrighty. Whack! Whack! Whack!
I'm sorry. Who are you hitting?
The big fella.
front of him?
Yeah, but I thought he went down.
You know,
He's
the,
still
sal-
kinda
bloody.
the salamander did.
Oh,
You can't
the
quite
one
see
you
him where
can't
you
see
are.
went down.
Um,
A big fiery-looking creature that you can't see from where you are.
did you
Has
ask?
already died.
kind of make him out.
Did
I,
you
mean, I
ask?
can see there's a big thing there. I just
Did
Yep.
you
Yeah,
ask
same
how he
with the
has a
scimitar.
dex of 22?
Yeah, how did you get to a dex of 22?
Deck of many things.
Deck of many things. I got 20,
okay.
and deck of many things caught me 2 more.
Gotcha. I was gonna say because you can't go past 20 in normal means. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
already. It happened. I was already capped. So when I rolled the +2, it gave me 22.
All right, that's cool as shit.
He also has an amulet of Constitution that makes his Constitution score like 19 or some shit. So
Yes, 19.
I have hardly given out a whole lot of magic items to him because he doesn't need it.
Or
Anyway,
you're afraid that I'll
That
make.
gauntlet of fire bullshit, whatever the fuck that was.
he has that too. He keeps. I think you forget that you have it, but yes, you have
Last
that
fire
too.
gauntlet, and it looks like the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Go punch someone with that. I guess
Anyway.
they're all made of fire. Don't do that. Never mind.
he's got the
Anyway.
electric. He's got the electric boomerang too.
Yeah. Please ignore the peanut gallery.
All right, Tuck, are you done with your turn? Are you doing anything else?
No, a stunning strike. So
Okay.
con save
Cons.
for him.
I think he succeeds.
Oh, you slut. Yep.
+7 con modifier.
Good,
Will.
Good roll kill.
Okay, Will wants to also get
Thank you,
across.
Kent.
So does Will have to make acrobatics or
He would have to make an athletics check.
athletics?
Hmm.
That's not exactly my best stat. Okay, well, I'll stay where I am for now. Just maybe move up a little bit.
hmm
And geez, really not a lot I can do. Hold on. Uno momento. Go to the list of items again. All right, I'm actually going to. I want the immovable rod in my hand.
Uh-huh.
That would be a little difficult
Why?
because I'm still carrying the immovable rod.
No, it was in the bag. I thought.
No. I've been carrying it since I saved
the
the
water
guys.
times.
Yeah.
All right.
I could throw it, but I don't think that would be a good idea.
No.
Down the hole it goes.
That's what I was thinking.
We'll find it in the bottomless pit of hell.
I want to interrupt you guys for a second. Did you say that I have the blast fire gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought so.
You were supposed to.
I thought that was the whole reason we took it.
Was that the night that I wasn't here? Because I did not know
No.
I had this.
No, you were
I
here.
thought you were here.
I was.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't even
When you
remember I don't even remember us getting that item.
We got it when we killed Eddie Brock that night.
You remember down underneath with the
I think
dragon?
it was that. I wasn't that drunk. Like, really?
Yeah, so the dragon lady said if we left the axe with her, we could take the gauntlet. And I was
Yep.
like, well, Miles wants to keep it, but I know my character doesn't, so we gave up the axe and then took the gauntlet and gave it to you.
Are you sure?
You have the
Yes.
gauntlet.
I
You've
heard.
forgotten it the entire time, but you have the gauntlet.
He's just been. He looks down at his hand. He goes, "What the fuck is this? Where did that come from?"
Holy shit!
I've been wearing on the wrong.
When did I get this?
All right, I made my athletics check.
You make your way across.
All right, so I guess I'll go here. I don't know. How far up can I go? Can I get like to here?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Where did you start? Over here? You can get up there.
You're taking hot. I tell the big guy, you're taking hot pants to a ridiculous extreme.
No effect. He's
All
not
right.
bothered by your slights. He's heard better.
Oh,
All right. Isn't you're up?
I will come up here and I will just stab this guy right in the back of his head.
All right.
With my new scimitar.
Okay. You're not attuned to it because you didn't take the,
You
however
take
long
a
it took to
long
take you into it.
rest.
I'm not
Didn't take a
attuned
full
with it, I know,
bonus.
but I'm still gonna swing with it.
Okay. You didn't add you're adding the +1 to the Mariner's Revenge to the damage and everything itself. So it does hit, but it's going to be a 22 instead of a 23 and 9 points of slashing damage as opposed to 10 points. So I just want to make that clarification.
Better with my dagger, that's why I'm using.
Okay. Well, you sliced in with the Mariner's Revenge. You can still use it, but when you're not attuned to it, it's just a regular scimitar. So instead
That's
of the
fine.
+1 being added to it, it's a 22 instead of a 23 and a 9 damage instead of 10 damage. So, all right. And then you get in with the sneak attack damage. Yes. So you slice in hard into the back of his head. He roars back, and you watch as he kind of tilts his head back a little bit.
And then offhand.
Okay. That one doesn't connect.
That's all I got.
All right.
Is this still the? Yeah, like I was gonna say, it's still the sneak. Crow can land
Yep. Crowster.
or fly.
How tall is the ceiling of the room we're in?
It is 15 feet above you.
All right, so I probably couldn't fly past the
in
Ifriti.
your case, it's probably 10 feet above you. If you flew, you couldn't fly past him. You'd have to fly just over him.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna. I'm gonna fly to about here. I'm gonna
Okay.
land. I'm gonna shift out of giant eagle form so we can get rid of that.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the Ifriti with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Level 11 now. I get to do it 3 times.
Boosh. Boosh. 2 of the 3 blasts do manage to connect into his side, and now he's got a scimitar drawn. Nothing's going to do him any good. You've done a shit ton of damage to him in a very short period of time. All right, we're out of surprise, and it's Ka's turn.
Ah!
So you have to move to make that attack, or
What
can
do you
you
think?
hit them from there?
I'm 10-foot range. I got reach, baby.
All right, it does connect.
Cool. That's it.
All right, he resists against the poison, but he's looking pretty badly injured at this point. Kent, you're up.
Kent is going to cast Magic Missile at that big bastard
Okay.
at level 1.
All right. As the magic missile bolts his way into his chest, you watch as it looks like he kind of collapses in on himself, and it looks like he's just kind of sucked up, and bing, he just kind of blinks out of existence.
So, shall we explore this room?
Kurt, you're up.
I can tell you there are more people. Mentally, I will let you know. Let's move up. Let's move up. I'll move up to here. There we go. And I'll shoot the one right in front of me.
All right.
Bow of the Wilds. I didn't
Yes.
mean to roll the damage, but yeah.
We'll count them 20 all the same. You connect.
Cool. That's all I can do.
All right. As you hit him and get a closer look at him, you see that it looks like in his armor there's almost a blazing orb right in the center of his armor, almost Iron Man style almost.
I yell, "Hit me, pussy!" There we go.
Tuck, you're up.
Careful what you ask for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You're cutting out, Tuck.
Oh, I said I'm just gonna run up to him and hit him.
Alrighty. All right.
1, 2, 3.
All right. The swings with the staff will connect. Your punch will not.
I will do a stunning strike.
All right.
Climb.
Let's see. He's stunned.
Horrible veil. Aha!
Will, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move 10, 20, 30 to here. That's actually 15. So it looks like I can see two of them now. The
Oh,
one
yeah.
Tuck's squaring off with, and then this guy up here, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to draw my rapier. And I'm going to have it playing... let's say Devil Went Down to Georgia.
All right.
And then I'm going to look at this guy on his own up there, up here, and say, "Oh, you guys look stupid."
All right. Choose them. Wisdom save. He crit fails. He says, "I'm trying, okay?"
Did your fire mommy dress you?
All right. So the salamander is dead. The razor blast is stunned. Isn't, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to hide again.
Okay, make a stealth check. You're hidden.
I will run up behind this guy then.
Sorry.
And I took away the +1 off my scimitar, so there you go. There's that.
Okay.
And since I'm hidden, I get advantage. As I get advantage, I get sneak attack.
All right. So, yeah, that'll definitely land. You carve him in two. All right.
And
Anything else?
then, actually, never mind. I'll stop there. Go ahead.
Okay. Tegan, you're up.
Okay. Well, you know what? Just because of what I can see, I'm just gonna hit this guy with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Attacks will have advantage because he's stunned.
Yep.
Yes, no, and yes. Two of the three blasts will impulse into him. You watch as he kind of rears back a little bit. He looks pretty well dazed from the strikes from Tuck earlier. Top of the
Okay.
round is Ka.
Ka. I don't think I can get in range. Yes, I can. Nope, that guy's already dead, isn't he?
Yep.
Well, fuck.
You sound really gainy, by the way, Miles.
Sorry, let me just use my man voice. Probably didn't help. What square is that guy in? I need to know if I can attack him or not. Perfect. That's exactly the square I wanted him to be in. All right. Is that with advantage?
Yep.
Cool.
Still misses.
Cool.
Can't bite through the hard iron armor that is this guy's armor.
I was hoping it wasn't his skin.
Kent, you're up.
Well, okay. So can't see anything.
Human. I set your sight range because of that.
I know.
So
Didn't you say it was bright in here?
I did. That's why you're able to see the lava beyond.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there. Kent's. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Kent is going to come up here and he is going to hold Frostbite as an action for when he
Okay.
can finally see something.
You can see the guy in front of you.
Which one? Because there's a
The
big.
one Tuck's engaged with.
I actually can hardly see that one.
I'm looking at what you can see on you with
There's a
with
big.
the lighting effect.
See right here? There's
Yeah.
a big circle of blackness right here. Like this is my range.
That shouldn't be the case.
That's the case.
Uh,
and I can barely see isn't at the top of the room. So there's like I can see the pillars running. Like I'll give you an example. I can see the pillars running this way,
Hmm.
and I can see behind that guy, but I actually can't see that guy. There's a globe around me that only goes out from here all the way up around me.
He doesn't have dark vision. Maybe.
No, it doesn't, but it should still show the dim light, because... Here,
Yeah, you
I'll
should-
just do this. Does that change anything?
No. It did
Not at all?
something, but it didn't. It did something, but it didn't do enough that I can actually see the target. I'm still. That is the width of what I can see, where that arrow is hitting.
What about now?
Well, now I can see more of a square, but that his character would still be grayed out. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that.
Just move a little bit to the left or something, or like down. I mean,
Well, I can, but I can only move so fucking far.
just see if that fixes it. See if maybe it's just that square's broken with the lighting.
Yeah, I can see the stunned one now.
Okay, yeah, then just play it like normal.
All right.
Hang
I'll
on.
be back in like
The lighting's just
30
broken. That's
seconds.
Okay.
I'm just going to increase its your light radius a little bit. about
That's a
now?
little bit better, yeah. I can kind of see now. I can actually see. Just to give you the radius, I can kind of see like this now. I can see
Okay.
up through
That's
there. Yeah.
That's better. But it doesn't show dim light for you.
There is. All right. Look, I'll ping like where it's like wait. This is dim. Hold on. Damn it. This is dim right here, right?
Okay.
And then it immediately gets dark right after that point that I can't really make out anything. So I don't know if it's the radius of it, but yeah, up until that point, until I took that step forward from here to here, it didn't reveal this guy right here. Now it's revealed. Like I can move back and I can still see it, but I could not before.
Killy, do you have to put a light source on Kent?
Well, he has a light source, otherwise he wouldn't be able to see.
Well, he would see because of the lava, right?
Well,
Or
that's
you
the
could see
thing.
the-
I could
the
see
light,
the
lava
lava.
has light
so-
source. The thing is, when I press Control L on him, I can see with dim light clear up to here.
Well, wait, I can see that now, but I
Try
can't.
reloading your
but,
page.
But
Yeah, I would reload your page.
all
Yes.
right, hold on. That means I'm probably gonna log back in.
Doesn't have to if you just refresh. Just put you right back in.
No, it's loading again. Give me a second. No, I could see up to there, but there are things blocking the hell out of that, so I can't really see a clear line of sight to there. Let's just see what happens when I reload. You'll see it when I post the video what I was dealing with. It was
Okay.
very odd.
But I mean, when I look at your screen, it's there's some dim light down here, but I can still make out, this guy.
Oh, let me figure out where we are. Whoa, shit. Like I'll give you. Why the fuck? Hold on one sec, Kill. Like I'll give you an example. You said I should see up to here, right? Where I'm pinging right now. Hold on. Ping.
Ping again.
All right, so I can see like a little bit of a stairwell right there.
But
Right?
you can't see past up here.
I think that's for me because I can see all the way up there.
That I can see. But what literally there was a shadow blocking right beyond where Garen was. I could not see that. Yeah, look, we'll deal with it. No big deal.
Well, I'm just, because I want to nail this down. I just changed it back to what it was before. When I look at the screen that I set it back to now,
right.
you should still be able to see this guy, right?
Correct. He has a little bit of dim light right around him. I can see the radius where the light hits, but I can see him now.
Okay.
So what I will do then is now that I can actually see the guy, hold on, I'm gonna pull up my character thing again.
I'm just back here playing with the light. Don't mind me, please.
Then I will cast.
Ooh,
I will
this is really cool, actually.
cast.
So Miles, when you go to do your one-off, you need to
Frostbite
buy
on
this.
Okay.
Okay. Con save. Razor Blast. Alright, it fails to save. It takes 16 points. It's still standing.
And he's got a disadvantage on his next attack.
Alright. I'm just going to rejoin as player real quick, and I've given myself control over your character as a player's perspective. I just want to see what it looks like if I rejoin as a player.
No problem. It does not look now what it looked like before, just so you know. So whatever you did, it did change it.
This Fog of Worship's pretty cool, though.
It is
I
very
really like it. Yeah,
Alright.
it actually gives me something as a rogue to do.
Well, for you, yeah, but I can't see your stuff, so, you know what I mean?
But I can still like communicate what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am Lord. Yeah.
Okay, I can see
I
why
am-
it's. I can see why the field of view is lesser on this side now. So, I mean, it's not supposed to be very big as it is, so it's going to be smaller regardless.
I just thought it was weird that I couldn't see directly in front of the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you start-
it should. The problem is the dim light isn't where it isn't going to the distance that it should be. So
I
I'm
think that
gonna
was the
adjust-
problem.
yeah, I'm going to adjust that, and I think I know what to do.
You didn't by chance start messing with mine while you were doing his as well, right?
No, I didn't touch yours.
Oh, mine like got worse, like instantly worse. I don't know if you did something or not, or I don't know what happened.
It could be that my massive cock is eclipsing the guy in front of me.
That could be it. You know, I didn't even think of that.
You know?
Yeah, yours
What
should
was
be
I
exactly
thinking?
what it should be. I've changed
Yeah.
Kent's around. Yours should have a better sense of dim light now.
Yeah, like I can hardly see Will. I can barely see Garen, and I can barely see the guy I just hit, but yes, they're a little bit translucent.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
rejoining
like, oddly
once more.
enough, I can see everything fine, like all the way up to the stairs here and down the
Yeah.
stairs here.
Yeah, I
But
can see everything
Kent-
down here.
But Kent and Will are both translucent to me.
Same for me. I'm like standing right beside you guys, and you look see through.
You guys were like that when we came through the room, and I'm currently like that for myself. But right now, you guys are fine.
It wasn't
Okay.
like that 10 minutes ago.
Here's what I'll change so we just so we don't have too much of an issue here. I'm just going to change it to where everybody can see what you see.
Oh, but see what who sees.
Oh, so everybody will be able to see everybody else. So we'll
Oh,
We can all
Okay.
share each other's sight.
right.
I'm not having any issues. That's
okay.
funny.
So
Yeah, the
all
snake is
players have
perfect,
sight.
but whatever you did to my character is not perfect.
Okay,
All players have sight.
yeah, and now everybody's a little bit more solid looking, although there is a little bit of translucence. But yes, I do see a good portion of stuff.
There.
If we get this fixed, there, you should definitely put it
There.
back.
I would have to figure out exactly how to optimize the line of sight.
Well, it might be better that we can all see what we can see. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
It's probably better for the game as play
Well-
goes.
Well, let me put it this way: the Oglute's freezing sphere. It was by very dumb luck that I hit anything with that, because at the time all I could see was darkness.
Very dumb look.
I
One
just
shot
told you there was a lot of things in that room, and you took my word for it.
Anyway, Dr. Connors, why don't you go ahead and make your attack roll then?
Oh, it's my turn. Fuck, I'm sorry.
I gotta
There you go.
refill iced tea. I'll be right back.
All right. So that looks at least a little bit better. Sorry, I just rejoined this player one more time to get a good look at things. So, all right. One more time. Rejoin as GM. All right. You did the bite. The bite does not. The Bow of the Wilds will. You. I think you forgot to do with advantage, but I think it's a moot point
I
because it
did.
does connect.
You're right.
Well, Go ahead and roll the snake with advantage to see if he connects. All right, he
There you
does.
go.
All right, so the bite comes in. As he hits 0 hit points, the flaming orb that is the center of his body will explode, and his armor is sent out as shrapnel. Tuck, you will need to make a dex save, and the snake will need to make a dex save as well. All right, the snake. Is it half damage?
I rolled a 26.
Yes. Yep. All right. So the both of you succeed, but you still take half damage.
Yeah.
So the both of you take 11 points of damage as the shrapnel hits.
I do not.
You don't because it's an AoE effect, but the snake takes 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Oops, shit.
Well, do we go north or south? Love the enthusiasm.
So let's go south.
Are we out of combat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Search some bodies.
I guess I should probably do that, yeah.
I want to search this lizard person since I am also a lizard person. That's a persuasion check. Please
Kill it.
disregard.
Kelly, what are these? What are these three things here?
They're pillars. They go up to the
Pillars.
ceiling.
They are, as you enter into the room, in fact, you see lava kind of flowing from holes that emit from those pillars on the other side into these trows troughs, whatever you want to pronounce them. In the
Troughs.
midst of these, there you go. Heat, shimmer, smoke, and steam rise towards the dome ceiling, escaping through vents. You see staircases on opposite ends of this chamber. There's a smaller passage that you came out of. And as you get a good look of this chamber, that's what you see.
So what's on this snake fire person's body?
Right now, it's embering a little bit.
I blow it
In the
out.
places where it's not. All right.
I'm just kidding. Oh shit.
I guess south then?
Sure.
I'm going to peer down this hallway.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give another healing word to my snake real quick. Or cure wounds. Sorry.
All right. You peer down a hallway. You can see multiple doors, as well as the hallway continuing to both to the east and to the west.
All right, east or west?
Doors. Listen
West
to
it
the doors.
is. There was a shit ton of doors.
Yeah.
Okay, peer into this door then.
No, I listened at it. I'm waiting to hear what Killy has to tell me as I hear.
You don't hear anything.
This door is all good. Go ahead on in.
I'll slowly open it. Try to keep myself hidden as best as possible.
It looks to you to be an empty room.
Oh wow, that shard of light is awesome.
Okay. I'll listen to the next room over.
Did you enter into the room at all?
Yeah, there's nothing in there. It's empty.
Oh, cool.
You can enter into it yourself. See the lighting change.
Yeah, I see that. I thought we were all sharing light, which is why I was very confused about what was going on. All right, we're good. Oh, I can't move my token. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Got it. Nope, still fun. Okay, there we go.
So this
Yeah,
room was
there's-
completely empty
There,
beyond the door?
as far as you could see, yeah.
Hmm.
There was, you know what? As you entered in, there you see. I gave you not quite the correct description. There is a smell of old iron and dust in that room, and it looks like there's just a bunch of junk stacked everywhere.
Let's search it.
Screw it. Search it.
Yeah, I'll do a search.
Make a perception check.
Drew it, search it. Go in. Oh no.
Well, among the junk, you do find there is a hidden coin pouch. Inside the coin pouch, there's 15 gold pieces.
Well, how about that?
I'll move over to the other room, I guess. and I'll listen in and see if there's anything else here.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, just listening in. Are you opening
I
the
will
door?
slowly open it once again.
You see another room stacked with junk and shit.
I will also search this room.
Make a perception check.
While he does that, will stealth down to the.
Okay.
corner
Isn't you don't
and
find anything other than junk.
Peek
Okay.
around.
Make a stealth check, Will.
Wah, wah.
Let the rogue do his job.
Achoo!
Hey, you know, I was doing stealth before you were diapering this thing.
You watch as these two individuals who are in this oddly shaped room turn around in your direction and they go, "Wait! Who are you?"
Room service. Who had the pigs in a blanket?
Room service?
Yeah, it's a new feature. They hired me to serve you guys whatever you needed. So, drink. You look like a wine guy, like maybe a nice jaunty red, maybe.
Make a deception check.
Jaunty red.
He says, "Actually, I'm more of a white wine guy myself.
Okay, chilled or not chilled? You like it room temp?
Chilled."
Or chilled.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
part of the
cool.
fire cult. I'll take it hot.
And,
Boil ash.
and you go to the other guy. And you, bro? What do you?
Bro.
I'll just take some water, thank you. Water.
Water. Got it. All right. Gotta stay sharp, right? You guys are on guard duty, right? I got it. All right.
Be
I'll
on your
back.
business.
All right. No, I know. I'm just the food guy. All right. I'll be back. I come back, and I let everyone know what waits beyond the corner.
Right around that corner is two giant idiots.
and Will says to Isn't, you know, I may not be able to sneak as well as you, but
I will say you can talk your way out of a situation. I guess, do we try to go that way, or do you...
But part of them buying it is that there's wine somewhere around here. Not only that, but chilled wine. So Will's rubbing his hands like, "Come on, man! I'm ready to start drinking. Let's find it. It's got to be a kitchen around here somewhere." But anyway, they're guarding something down there in a funny shaped room.
do we... I mean, I could try to see what's all in there.
Oh, I mean, let's.
do you wanna go the other way first?
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and.
You can't go back empty-handed.
No, I know. I'm looking through the. Let's look through these piles of garbage in the room, the two rooms here. Is there anything that Will could use as maybe like a tray or a goblet or?
You see amongst the junk there is, at the very least, something that kind of resembles a goblet. It looks like it's kind of chipped and cracked, though. You do see amidst the miscellaneous junk, there's an old tray that looks like it looked to be silver or some sort of fake silver. It's long since worn. It's any sort of luster it may have had.
Yeah, and I'll use prestidigitation to clean them up and make them look somewhat new.
Done.
I can't repair them, but I can at least make them look nice. Clean them.
Easily done. Sure.
All right. So you get I'll just say, let me go first, and you guys will be my quality control people.
Hold on. Wait.
At least that'll get you guys close, and then you can
hold on.
do your smack thing.
Wait. Kent says, "Come here for a second."
All right.
And he also calls Gering over. And he says, "Doesn't that jug you got produce poison?"
It does.
It does.
We can't just do a cup of poison. They're gonna know it's poison. It's gotta be,
Gotta be
wine.
diluted,
Do we have wine that we can then poison?
Give him a fucking cup of mayonnaise.
Hey, that thing produces wine too.
Yeah, but only one thing until dawn the following day.
Oh, you're right. Hey, I have a poisoner's kit, I think. Hold on, let me check.
Well, if it's only one glass, then make them each half a glass.
Well, no, there's two. Is there one glass or two, Killy?
Right. You only found the one goblet so far in that one room.
Well, I can
Well, the
use
other guy just wanted water,
prestidigitation
so...
I can use prestidigitation to create a simple cup.
Yeah, I have a poisoner's kit.
that I can put some water in from my water skin, and then for the wine,
Sure.
if you have a poisoner's kit, use the jug to make some wine, and then the poisoner's kit. I don't know what you can do with that. So
Yep, I can poison those things with this poisoner's kit. That's for sure. That's the one thing I know.
We'll go ahead and make a check with your poisoner's kit to see.
No,
over the
it's
course of
just a thing in my bags that we picked up off someone.
I think it's still something you have to use.
Still
Okay,
a kit. You
I'm-
definitely have to use it.
Right,
you're an alchemist. Do something.
Yeah, do something. Okay. Other necessary to creation of poisons.
The poisoner's kit includes the vials, chemicals, and other equipment necessary to create the poisons. So here's what I'll let you do, since you are an alchemist. Just make an alchemy check. It will take you the better part of a while to actually ferment the poison.
Ooh,
Let's say
I don't know if
half
we
an
have
hour.
a while. This seems like a really good idea. Maybe we just go kill him.
All right. So yeah, that was my initial plan. So
Okay.
all right.
I
So stay close, and just follow my lead, and I'll just get you within, hopefully, maybe a small advantage due to unexpected quality control
before you go in,
violence.
wear this belt.
What belt is
My
that?
snake.
Okay,
Take my
that works.
snake with you.
Fine. Is he a poisonous snake? Can't we just milk his fangs?
I will tell you this: all snakes are venomous because poison's something you drink and venom's something you get bitten with.
Okay.
That being said, absolutely, he is a poisonous snake.
so
Poison damage.
All right, so Will comes around with the tray and the 2 drinks, and he's actually gonna go over to this guy and as he hands him the cup, he's like, hey guys, just can you do me a favor? These quality control guys, can you maybe just let them know how I'm doing? They're cool. They're cool with what's going on here, but they just like, if I don't do the right job, if you guys don't tell them I did okay, then they're gonna like maybe fire me. And, I really need this job.
They look at each other and they go, couldn't be talking about her. No, it must be one of the lieutenants. Damn it. Listen, if you just give us the drinks and bugger off, we won't
I swear
cause
to
you
God,
trouble.
Tim, if you are talking to them again about quality control, I'm gonna have your head.
I'm really sorry. I'm really don't call Mr. Tuckus. Please don't call Mr. Tuckus.
Tuckus, get in here!
What is going on? You guys are fucking
Hold on, let me get this guy his water.
I just want to fucking sneak in. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be a fucking part of this.
All right, Achille, it's up to
I'm doing
them.
my stealth check. I want to get the fuck out of here.
All right, now listen, I have to. And Will tells them, he's like, "Look, guys, here's your drinks. Okay, now I have to go like get everyone else a drink too. So you guys, just talk to them and let them know I'm doing okay." Right?
What vintage is that you were serving that man?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look, I had 2 days.
By the way,
I had like 2
they've
hours
taken-
of training. Okay.
They've taken the glasses from you, and now they're just kind of standing there dumbfounded. Like, what the hell?
All right, so we'll be back. We'll be back. Okay, come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah, I'm sorry about him. He's new.
As you
fill
wander
out
to the
our
south, Will, you enter into a room with a 30-foot high ceiling, alcoves on the east and west walls. On the western one, you see the faint glimmer of treasure, but blocking it, you see a winged beast with the head of a lion, the head of a goat, and the head of a dragon.
I'm guessing you don't want to drink. I'll be back. No, okay, I'm leaving.
That's a chimera.
It's big. It's monstrous looking, and Will is carrying a tray. So no, he's out.
So you wander back into the room with the 2 guards.
Yeah. Say, does he drink anything in particular? He I don't even want to guess.
Kent replies, by the way, make sure you do not tip this man.
Tip? I thought he was one of the slaves.
He's
He's
This
a
is
new
not
hire,
fair.
sir.
This is not fair. I'm calling my union rep. I'm gonna start walking this way.
Union rep? We have a union? There's a union? Wait a minute.
I'm letting you guys decide when you
wait.
punch them out. I mean,
There is now the water cult started it, and now it's spread like wildfire.
look, all
speaking
we
of
want is
fire-
the living wage, okay?
Out of the room to your south, you hear the door bust open, and stumbling out of it, you see there are two more guards who are holding goblets of wine, and they stumble out. They go, "What's with all the shouting?"
Again, it's on you guys when you want to have at it. Will's just going to keep playing along. He's having a ball, by the way. This is awesome. Will is enjoying this far more than any combat could ever happen. He actually says to the guy next to him, he's like, "Do you see that? That's just oppression, man." 'Cause, like, I know I'm a
All right.
slave. I know I'm a slave, but I'm a half elf too, and I have my rights.
Roll initiative.
And I do want to see if I can catch them out of surprise.
Well, technically,
With your
still-
stealth,
Ooh.
with your stealth, I'll allow you to make one surprise attack. But go ahead and everybody roll initiative, and then we'll start with your surprise round.
Woohoo! When that guy goes to walk out of the door, I just want to put my blade in his throat.
How do I add that 8 in again? Because I didn't have my character clicked apparently.
If you click
just add.
again, or I think you can just click off to the side over here. Nah,
I'll
if
just
you,
add 'em.
if you roll again, you can change it.
Okay.
I just added you in, so don't worry about it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So we'll start. Go ahead and make your attack with the surprise round. All right. You slice in. That does hit. All right. And sneak attack damage does apply. You go in with the offhand for the follow up, and it doesn't connect.
Damn. Well, I put my blade into him.
You put your blade into him. At this point, everybody's kind of sobered up and realizing what's going on. You hear cries of "Drow! Dark ones, get them!" And it's Kaz up.
Kyle's gonna hit both of the ones that just came out, or
Miss.
attempt to, I guess.
And miss.
Well, fuck. Okay.
They're ready. Will.
Will turns to the one next to him, and he absentmindedly plucks a little ditty on his on the lute that suddenly appears in his hand, or the mandolin, and suggests to him, says, "Now, see, that kind of violence is completely unnecessary. You need to go and tell your friends to stop. We're just talking drinks here. This isn't something that people need to get stabbed over."
All right.
And he makes that with disadvantage because of my mandolin. Well, it doesn't
I
matter.
thought that was for charisma. Was that for charisma saving throws? I thought it was for
No,
charisma
not
saving
the
throws.
rapier. Devil Went Down to Georgia gives them disadvantage on charisma saves. The mandolin,
Oh, I see.
any charm that I cast,
Okay. I see.
gives them disadvantage when
I
I
see,
cast
okay.
using that instrument at the parts.
Sure. Okay. So 14, I think that loses against your modifier.
Yeah, it's 17.
DC. Yep. Okay. So he says, "You know what? You're right. This is pointless."
Oh yeah, go stop them.
For the time being, though, Kurt, you're up.
Cool. As I pull out my weapons, you notice that the fire in the brazier goes out, and it's dark. I don't know if that helps me hit them better or not, but they can't see anymore.
And now
Kent,
neither
neither
can
can-
we.
Most of
those
them
are
are
Neither
dark
can
vision,
I, asshole.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one right in front of me using those weapons there. Well,
All right,
using
20
one of the
connects.
weapons there.
20 connects, 8 does not.
And Ka will attack the northernmost of the two guys there.
Okay. And that one will connect.
Cool. Alrighty.
All right, and he fails. No, he succeeds against con save. All right, he shakes off the worst of it. He's still standing, but he's looking pretty badly hit. Tuck.
I'm going to hit the one next to me. There it is.
All right, miss. That one will hit. He parries the first blow, doesn't react in time for the second, and when you follow through with the strike, he falls back and just collapses onto the floor.
I'm going to move over here, and I'm done.
All right, Kent, you're up.
Tell me how you would allow me to do this. And I can't see shit.
You cannot see anything. The light has gone out.
I can hear things in the general easterly direction, though. Do
Generally speaking.
I mean, you saw them before. I mean, you knew they were coming in, I guess.
Well, I get that, but I still can't see. Can I just point my hand out and cast Frostbite and then roll a random to see if I hit anybody?
Is that a DC that they have to save against?
It does. Hold on,
Okay.
I'll link it.
If it, you have to be able to see him.
Oh, I can't see him. Ah, shit. Then Kent's gonna do nothing.
So the usual.
You can just hold your. You can hold your attack.
You're right. I
Hold your
could.
attack.
Well,
He's
I
going
will
to choose
hold.
to do nothing.
I will hold that attack thing. I will hold
Okay.
Frostbite as an attack. Oh, and
All
by the
right.
way,
Isn't
fuck
your-
you. I fucked up that last room, by the way.
Isn't you're up?
Yeah,
You destroyed about 90% of the dangerous things in there.
no, super badass. What does dancing lights create?
That's his job. He's supposed to get like a bonus for that.
It creates multicolored lights that produce light within, I think, like a 10-foot radius. You'd have to like dispel. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Forgot it takes a fucking action though.
It would take an action.
You know what? I will do it for Kit's sake.
All right, like the spell for me.
I will cast dancing lights. I get to make 4 points within range. Torch-sized lights.
All right, Kent, you wait for a minute to see what happens, and then you see 4 multicolored lights, blue, red, green, and purple, begin to float around, providing just enough light that you can see the 2 individuals off to your east.
I want to put 1 light here, 1 light here, on the other side of the room, and just like cover all 4 corners of the room, basically.
All right,
I'll
easily
hit,
enough done.
I'll hit the easterly most guy.
You hit the easterlymost guy. You watch as frost begins to kind of form around his legs. He goes, "That's shit."
And then,
Alright.
for my bonus action, I will just stab the nearest guy with my dagger. Or I won't. I will not do that.
You concentrate on the lights, and as you're midst concentrating, you try to make it look really, really cool, and you just utterly fail. Who just dropped out of Discord?
Miles.
Miles. Okay. Anyway, he'll come back here soon, I'm sure. The remaining guardians have longswords drawn in as well as shields, and you watch as the longswords all light up with flame, and almost simultaneously. And the one who is switched between Tuck and Will is going to, having been thoroughly disappointed by Will's drink or lack thereof, swing his longsword down on top of him. Crucially missing.
He broke free of the suggestion?
No, you're right. I forgot about that. No. So he turns around and he says,
He's supposed
Guys!
to go deal with his friends, and that gives Tuck an opportunity, or whoever he walks past, an opportunity attack.
he walks past. He's able to see now. He turns around. He says, guys, wait a minute. This is all wrong. And if you and Tuck want to make opportunity attacks against him, you can.
Oh, yeah. You're not too smart.
All right. The 15 won't land. The 29 will.
And just because I got to pick something, we're going to say we're still with Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Okay. Best visibility change for the duration. It says it continues for the entire duration, so he's flat out suggested. He's not fighting. He's trying to convince everybody that this is enough. We got to stop. Obviously, the other 2 aren't having it. They got stabbed. So the other 2 with their swords lit up. One's going to swing around right at you, isn't, and the other one is going to attack the snake. So against you is a wild miss. The one against the snake, a wild miss. These aren't particularly well-trained guards. Tegan, you're up.
I'll pull out Flame Tongue and say Luminous to light it up, so to give more light for Mr. Kent.
All right, the entire room is well lit at this point.
Yep, and then I am going to You know what? I haven't done this in a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to try and Thorn Whip my friend right here.
Okay. You won't pull him at all because he's surrounded, but you can attack. Unfortunately, 16.
Even at my angle? Oh, if I missed
No,
anyway.
he's gonna pull it right into Dr. Connors. So it misses. So you throw out the whip and you almost get it around his leg, but it's just shy. He sees it coming at the last second. Ka is up.
Ka will attack both of these fucks. Pow, pow, and hit neither of them.
No, he will not.
He's going to shift down this way.
All right. Will, you're up.
Will's just beside himself with happiness that this kind of chaos has ensued from some really great acting on his part. So he's going to go. Let's see. The other guy's still under the suggestion. So he's actually gonna just kind of step lively over here and say to this one, the one next to it isn't. What's he gonna say? He's gonna say only. He says, "That's right. Only pussies drink water."
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Exactly.
He fails to save. He reaches into the back of his head. He goes, water, water, no, no, no! His brain explodes.
Gatorade.
You know, his last muttering words as he's kind of doing this awkward sort of death craze. He just mutters, Gatorade, Gatorade.
That's some high quality H2O.
Kurt, you're up.
I'm going to shift down and hit this last one.
Actually, you know what?
Did it? Yeah, what's up?
With suggestion, if any you or any of your companions damage to target the spell ends, so he's not suggested anymore.
No.
So I forgot it. My bad. All right.
Okay, well,
9, 10, 11, 12.
can I hit him instead?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Okay,
So.
I'll use those on him.
All right. 12 and the crit. 13, 17, and 9 is 26. Yeah, you take him out with that swing of Iron Fang. The pick from Iron Fang cracks the iron of his helmet and goes straight into the skull. You pull
Should
it
have
out,
stayed suggested, bitch.
and he just collapses on the floor. Tuck, you're up.
No, the snake attacks guy at the bottom.
Oh, yep. Yeah, that connects.
That's it.
All right.
Gonna hit the guy on the bottom.
Alrighty. Yes. Yes. He's still standing. It looks like he's very badly injured. Alright. The last punch he manages to block with his shield just in time.
Okay.
Alright. Kent, you're up.
Guy at the bottom, frostbite again.
Okay. He fails. He takes the full brunt of the frostbite. He watches the frost begins to crawl up his leg, and he drops a goblet of wine that he was holding. Tuck, it looks like pretty weak wine. And he goes, I didn't finish my drink! Ah! And he just kind of curls up and is frozen. You're out of combat.
Love it. Best game ever.
I would like to search these bodies.
Will's
Sure.
going to take a step in here and
No me.
scope this room out.
Alrighty. While you're searching the bodies, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Yeah,
I'll make a perception check for the room.
quick question, Kill. I know why I'm not looking, I can't see anything on the bodies per se, but are they wearing clothes?
Oh yeah, I have fire people robes still in my bags.
Fire people?
Yeah, these are fire peoples. Duh. I mean, I think that's pretty clear, right?
That's just hurtful.
Whoops. And
That's elementist.
Tell it to your union rep.
what is the zoom command? Fuck. There it is. No, they're not wearing cloaks.
Okay. You know,
In fact,
I was once told don't take fire people's clothes, but you know.
that's what they look like.
Okay, gotcha.
So aside from their weapons and shields and general metal armor that they were wearing, searching the bodies, you find a total of 80 gold across all of them.
Got it.
And then, Will, as you enter into this room, you see this looks like some sort of barracks. You can see the beds are well kept, but are otherwise currently empty. There's a table with some chairs. There's a door that leads into some other room in here. And there are some cards that look like they've been left on the table. Looks like they're in the middle of playing a game when they got disturbed. And you also see there's a cask near the table, and you take a quick whiff. It smells like wine, but it smells like weak, almost kind of sour wine.
No, thank you.
Can I collect the cards?
Sure, you got a set of playing cards now.
Sure. I'll go around asking people if they want to draw from my deck of no things.
There's something so wrong with you.
Would you like to draw a card from my deck? Nothing will happen, but you'll feel involved.
Sure, I'll draw a card. And I'll swap it out with the ace of spade.
All right.
No, what just happened? Congratulations,
Yes.
you pulled a magic trick on me.
He has proficiency with cards, apparently.
I do.
All right.
Will's going to listen at this door up here.
Make a perception check.
I hear a lot of pots and pans.
Yeah, right? Make a perception check.
You hear the sound of what sounds like some whacking, as well as what sounds like a muffled scream.
I'm going to try the sneak and peek.
That's some GIMP foreplay. You just need to leave that go.
Go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage. All right. Peering inside this room.
Oh, and for instance sake, the sneak and peek is a trick that Will picked up where he stealthily opens the door but uses the minor image cantrip to make the door continue to appear closed to the occupants inside. He has to make a stealth check to pull it off, but if he does, we get a free look in the room.
So, peering inside the room, you see there is two bookshelves in the opposite corners of this room. In between them is a bed. There's a pair of chairs that flank a brazier in a corner of the room. But lying in the middle of the floor, you see a woman with a warrior's physique. Her wrists and her ankles are bound into rope, and it looks like he's been beaten recently. And kind of hovering around them, you see another individual who looks a little bit like this.
He looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Is that Blade?
That's the new commander of our party. As soon as he accepts the accepts the position.
He says, "It's been 3 days, lass. I understand you've seen reports of a young woman with copper hair, bronze skin, was once member of your friends. Where has she gone to?" "I don't know what you're talking about."
Based on the
Beats her.
description, does Will know who she's talking about?
No.
All right. All right. So,
The alarm is on.
yeah, I can't have an interrogation going on like that. That's completely unacceptable.
By the way, peering inside, it looks like the woman who is bound and is kind of being beaten looks like she's dressed in the garb of the water coal.
Oh, well then let it keep going.
this is kinky. I know. Really, Al, can we just like kind of all
like-
sit around and watch?
Yeah, all of us are back behind the door, just piled up like fucking Three Stooges.
As he
Not gay as long as
interrogates
no one
the
pulls
title
their dick out.
woman. That'd be weird.
What?
I guess my wife picked a bad time to walk into the room.
Her?
Hold on, guys.
You gotta go explain.
Good grief.
I hate to agree, but I think Dr. Connors was right. We let them keep the gimp shit to themselves.
Alrighty then.
Everything okay?
Let's. I'd like to cast a spell, so I don't know if you're going to make me roll initiative or what.
It depends on the spell.
I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay. Go ahead and just link the spell for me. Alright. So, it's a 30-foot cube, so it's basically going to fill the room, or at least most of the room. So it means it's going to land on both the individual who's bound, as well as the individual who's beating her. So...
That's what costume came on.
they will both fail.
All right, so the party has seen this before, so they know what it is. And I'm gonna tell them, I said, I'm gonna maintain this from here. You guys go and handle him and her.
Those of you who are peering in, aside from Will, can see that both of these individuals now look stunned. They're kind of just standing there. There's maybe a little bit of drool dripping out of their faces.
I'll just stroll into the room then, screw it. It's all in here.
Okay. You see these two bookshelves. There's a number of books here, some of which look like they might be valuable.
Yeah, I tell them, exactly, search the room and do whatever you want, but don't attack them, and I can just maintain them like this
I will check for the books.
quite a while.
The hypnotic pattern lasts for a total of 1 minute, so if you're going to search, you'll have to make a perception check and roll high.
What?
I did not roll high, but I did roll perception.
Just as a quick glance, you don't see anything. Taki, you can see at a quick glance that the books you're not super familiar with, but looking at them, there are several that collectively would be 250 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see there's an urn filled with there's an urn sitting on top of one of the bookshelves that catches your eye immediately. And as you shift around and look at it, you see buried underneath of it is, I'll just copy paste this in, 170 gold, 170 electrum, and 10 sardonyxes worth 50 gold a pop.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna get some rope out and I'm gonna tie this guy down before he gets uncharmed.
Okay. Easily done. So he is tied down. You got maybe 15 seconds to do something else.
I mean, the other girl's also tied, right?
Yeah, she's already
Yeah,
bound.
she's already tied. Yeah.
I'm good to go.
All right, let me know when you're ready, and I'll drop it unless you want to attack him.
Yeah, we can question him about some stuff.
Information gathering.
Okay. So I guess remove any items or weapons he has, and then I will release the hypnotic pattern.
Deal.
The funny thing is, it doesn't look like he's wearing any weapons.
I strip him down?
Did he come to?
If you break the after the point, yes. He eventually does come to, as does the other woman. He goes, wait, what? What happened? You! I know
me.
who you are. What do you want, Snake?
Kyle will just be like, "Yes? Me?" I know he's talking to me, but anyways.
He looks over at the snake. He says, "Whatever."
I'll give him a good slap. Tell him not to address people in this room as such.
Yeah, and beating up women. What's up with that? Women are good for so much better things. Will
So
says,
clear.
looking down at the bound woman.
Sheila gives you a dirty look, and and not in a good way. And the guy looks over at you and shakes his head. She says, "I was collecting information, if you must know."
Will you care to indulge us on what this information could be?
I say, it looked like you were
Not
collecting
at all.
bruises, but as you say,
I'll put a knife to his throat.
Try it, Drow.
I'll apply pressure enough to draw blood. I suggest you start talking, or else you start losing toes and fingers.
Make an intimidation
Whoa,
check.
slow down. Will's like, whoa. How did we get to toes and fingers already?
Have you not heard of Drow interrogation techniques?
This is how I was raised, man. I'll do this show all day.
What do you want, Drow?
What information are you trying to get from?
A woman, one of the former aides and contacts of the cult, was somehow raised from the dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
like the
never
sound of
ends
that.
well.
I'll grab my trident and say, "Hey, lady, you might want to be telling us how you were raised from the dead if you ever want a hope of seeing your leader
Not
again."
me.
He wasn't raised from the dead.
Oh, what? Then what? What are you? I'm so
One of the
confused.
people that used to lead the cult was raised from the dead. She knows something about it. He's trying to figure out why.
Oh, from the water cult?
Well, let's ask.
Yes.
Copper skin, red hair. Weren't you paying attention?
Brown hair.
You got a name for us?
Brown hair, red hair, same thing.
I was trying to find out.
All right. I'll look at the lady and I'll go. Now, time for you. What's her name?
What does it matter to you? Nobody knows where she is.
Well, apparently you know something.
Then how do you know she was raised from the dead? Seems like a poorly put together magic trick. I can turn invisible, but only when you're not looking.
A letter with her signature.
Do you happen to have the letter on your person?
No.
I'll look at the guy and ask him if he has the letter on.
If I had a letter on it, do you think I'd be questioning her?
What did you do with the letter?
It was
Ask
delivered
the girl.
through. You're asking her?
Yeah.
She says, through our own means.
Where did you put it?
I don't have it.
Obviously, what did you do with it?
Prison search time.
Are you searching her?
Oh,
I mean,
I
you
just
can.
no, I don't want to. I can't perceive anything. But the way you were bringing it up sounded like a Cappy searching a prison.
Finally, Will says, he starts putting on his rubber gloves.
Look, I don't want this to get any worse than it has to, but you better start spilling some information or I'll have to start cutting stuff off.
No, let it get worse. Let it get worse.
I'll start twirling the dagger in my hands.
Okay. The man looks back at you and says, I've given you all I know. Do whatever you want with her. And she looks at you defiantly. She says, I don't have the letter. I don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is, you say?
You're giving us nothing to go on. I mean, I want to let you live, but like,
I don't have to. The snake man with oddly the most similar voice here is onto something.
Yeah. Different background, same voice.
Can't Will cast suggestion on her and have her tell us? Or
I could try, but it doesn't really work well when we're either fighting or dealing with people who are obviously tied up and stuff.
did
It
she
appears as though
not
the
get
plot is being
disadvantage
blasphemous.
on the fucking roll?
Actually, it would just be a straight roll because she'd have disadvantage, but then she'd have advantage because of the situation.
Okay.
I think. Is that right, Kelly?
She would have disadvantage if you used her weapon in order to cast suggestion. If you used the whatever.
Okay, so I'm not gonna cast that. I'm gonna cast that.
Okay. Okay. Sure. So that gives you advantage.
That gives me advantage on charisma checks. All right, that doesn't help.
Yep.
You can
Um,
still try to get information out of her by being charismatic.
Yeah, let's try that first, and say to her, look, it's really in your best interest. It says, we're not here for you or your people. We're really here for his. So help us out. Answer my friend's questions. We'll try persuasion on her.
Okay. You're going to do it as a normal roll, and I'm not going to tell you why.
Oh, well, I'll take the 20, I guess.
Okay. She looks up at you and she says, if you're here for them, then why does the information I have matter? My friend is not with them.
Just being thorough, he says.
She says, I'm not giving them what they want.
Well, you're not. You're giving it to us.
I'll go over and I'll look at the guy and I'll conk him in the back of the head and try to knock him out.
Make a general attack roll.
I'm using the blunt end of the hilt of the dagger to just conk him.
Ah! You don't get him enough to knock him out.
Damn. Okay.
How
Anyone else
about
wanna try?
How about repeated strikes?
All of you watch as Isn't about 5 times in a row just bludgeons the back of the head of this guy, eventually getting him unconscious.
As
What was
long
that?
as it's not lethal. And then
Why did we do that? Why did we do that? Now we can't get any more information out of him.
he was worthless. We
I was
want
talking to
girl's
the girl.
information.
I'm not
Actually, I was going to ask him for information about where we can find the whatever the all-powerful elemental weapon du jour is.
Well, I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna go, that was kind. I suggest you start giving me more information. And I'm gonna put the blade to her pinky.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
What about repeated attacks?
Click, 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 click.
She says, all right. If it really want to know, the water elemental had in its employ a scout and powerful enchantress who was slayed by a band of adventurers. Somehow, she crawled back from the dead with a new body.
A new body?
She goes by the different name now.
What? So a new body and a different name? Are you sure it's not a new woman?
I know only the rumors. And the letter was signed with her signature.
What is her new
The
name?
new signature.
Her new name is Beatrice. She was known as Boyansé.
I'm going to point at Will
I
over
knew
here and
you were
go,
gonna
did
say
you write
that."
that down?
That's just wrong. I knew you were going to say that.
I'll stand up and spin my dagger and I'll resheath it and go, that's all I need to know, thank you.
Boyansé is alive.
When she comes for you, tell her we left you tied up. Da-na-na. Da-na-na.
Wait, you guys know Beyonce?
Yeah, it's Will's stepsister, I'm pretty sure. Half sister? Full sister with benefits? I can't remember. They're related.
Yes, I'm sorry, Will says. Shame on us for not introducing ourselves. We are the Diamond Bears. And he gives her the bow, and Will Ferrell Beethoven. The one the artist formerly known as Beyonce, is my stepsister.
There you go. I knew it.
Boyansé, as in buoyancy.
Yeah, no, that's what I said, Boyansé, right?
Beyonce as in Beyonce.
Yes, we were familiar with her passing, but we did not realize that she was risen again.
Tuck stabbed his staff through her eye.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that, so we're not going to tell her that. Will says to her, look, she is my stepsister, and I very much would like to
Find her again.
find her again and make sure she's okay.
You know what?
Where is she? Let me. We will. Believe me when I say, we really need to find her.
How about for a show of
As
good
you-
faith, we let
As
her
you
go?
say that, she looks up at you and she says, "I know who you are, Will Ferrell Beethoven, and believe me, the last thing she wants is to see you again."
Yeah, somehow I have a feeling that she's going to change her mind on that. All right.
Kent chimes up. Why you want to see her again? To kill her a third time? And
Third time?
Kent straight up says to Will, if you're looking to go after her to murder her, expect more than a little opposition from the rest of the bears.
Oh, all of a sudden we have a moral center. And by the way, I wasn't the one who killed her last time.
Yeah, because turning into Tyrannosaurus and biting the shit out of her wasn't trying to kill her.
No, I didn't kill her. I actually didn't want to kill her. I was very disappointed, if you recall, when Tuck killed her. We should go back to we have a recorded session. You go back.
I just love
I was upset I didn't get a chance to. I had something I wanted to do. I can't remember what it is now, but I remember I was very upset.
the best
Yeah,
part about
kill
it is you guys
yourself!
are arguing over two tied up people.
One
Well,
of them
the one's
unconscious and
unconscious.
bleeding on the floor.
But she's got to be baffled. You guys are having this argument. She's just like, what the hell is going on right now?
Let's search the dude. Is he really wearing goggles? Those are pretty cool.
He's wearing goggles, but it looks like it's more to protect the natural fire within this chamber. It doesn't have any special properties. It just looks cool.
No, but they're cool. I'm going to take those.
That's my man. Now you're getting it.
But does he have any? Do a search of his body. Anything special?
A pouch containing 3 gold.
Nah, that's not special. All right, we'll take those anyway, just on principle. All right, I think we are done here.
I agree. Do we untie her? Let her go.
Yeah. Will's gonna cut her bonds with his rapier and tell her go, and tell the artist formerly known as Beyonce that Will Ferrell bids her best wishes.
For what could it do? But thank you. She kind of clasps her wrists to make sure that the bonds weren't too terribly strong. And if you let her pass, she will begin making her way out, carefully sneaking along.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to stop. Well, that's special. Beyonce's alive. And good. I'm actually kind of happy that she is.
Oh, don't even fucking lie!
No, I'm serious. You know,
Yeah, you just wanted to go murder her! We'll find her!
no, I don't want to find her to murder her. I just like to know where she is. You know, I know she's going to come for me at some point, so better to know where she is.
That's hysterical.
No, I'm dead serious when I say I have no interest. I really don't want to kill her.
Well, maybe she wants to kill you.
That would not be surprising.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Duck, you have
Yeah,
anything to say about all this?
Being tied up, left naked in a hovel with pirates, probably changes a girl.
Changes a girl.
I have this
Yeah, often for the
strange
better.
feeling of deja vu, and I'm just gonna leave the room.
Often changes for the good.
I say, can we get moving?
Yeah.
I got fire people to kill. Fire people.
Actually, I do have a
Yes,
question.
yes.
Because we're at 11:30.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys want to
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah,
This would
probably.
probably be a good place to stop. Especially with that little tidbit of information. Wink!
Yeah, I know, right? Fun.
Hope that bitch remembers we let her go.
we cut her loose and it's like the fucking Mass Effect. She'll remember that.
Wait, which
Telltale
character,
Games.
Which character in that did you do that with? I don't remember.
Not a Mass Effect game. It's in Telltale Games.
The
It's
Telltale game,
prevalent.
sorry.
Oh, I was okay. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I don't remember that in Mass Effect. I'm pretty sure I saved everyone I could.
All right, we're done for the night, guys.
Sounds good.
All right.